Amy, are you still working? It's way past closing time, you know. Amy, answer me.
Sorry, Mom. My boss asked me to do some overtime.
I don't want to hear your excuses. You're unbelievable. You're already an embarrassment dropping out of high school, and you can't even make it home in time for dinner.
I'm sorry.
And look how late it is now. Hurry up, come home, and make dinner. Your father and Naomi are hungry.
Okay, I'll hurry. A few days later. Hey, Amy! I want to eat ice cream. So have some ready by the time I come home from school. I'm sorry, but when you get home, I'll still be at work. I can get you some on my way home, but that'll be around 7. What? No, that's too late. Just get some during your lunch break and drop it off at home. Come on, I can't do that. Takes me an hour to get from home to work and back. Your lunch break is from 12 to 1, right? Then you have 1 hour. But I won't have time to eat lunch. I don't care. You're an embarrassment to our family. You dropped out of high school. I'm going to a super elite private middle school. You have to listen to me. It's not like I wanted to drop out and start working. But you are a dropout. Don't say that to me. The reason I dropped out is because Mom and Dad wanted to spend their money on you. Ugh, stop being annoying. I didn't message you to hear you complain. If you don't buy me ice cream, I'm gonna tell Mom and Dad. Make sure it's Japanese green tea Haagen-Dazs. Fine. 1 year later. Hey, Mom. I just got home, but no one's here. And no one's touched the lunch and dinner I left for you guys. Did you all go out? Hello?
Stop texting me. The alerts are annoying.
I'm sorry, it's just that no one's here. So I was wondering where you are.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should at least tell you that. I don't want you to file a missing persons report or anything.
And what time are you coming home?
We're not coming home.
What?
Your father won the lottery.
The lottery?
$1 million.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. But what do you mean you're not coming home?
Naomi said since we have $1 million, she wants to go to high school in Beverly Hills.
A high school in Beverly Hills?
So we decided the whole family would go. And we've been getting ready to go for a while now.
No one told me.
Well, yes, we didn't tell you.
Why?
Because we're not going to take you, duh.
What?
I told you, the whole family was going to go.
So I'm not part of the family?
Doesn't that go without saying? A high school dropout like you can't be part of our family. You're an embarrassment to the family. And it's best to cut an embarrassment like you from our lives.
I can't believe you would say that. That's so mean.
Well, it doesn't matter now. We're already at the airport.
Are you serious? You're leaving today?
Yes.
Wait a second. What about Dad's job? His company doesn't have an office in Beverly Hills.
Oh, he quit.
He quit?
He didn't have a choice. We're moving far away. And we have $1 million. What's the point of working anymore?
What are you gonna do about this house? It's under Dad's lease, right?
We already ended our lease.
But all the furniture is still here.
It's too much work to take it with us, so we'll buy new furniture. We don't need it anymore, so just get rid of it.
I have to get rid of it?
Of course! We let you live with us until now. It's the least you can do.
I can't believe this.
Well, I guess if you want to keep living there, you can do whatever you want with it.
I can't afford the rent for this house.
I guess a high school dropout salary isn't much. Anyways, you're cut off from the family. Your father and Naomi, and of course I, will be changing our numbers. I know a lowlife like you will have a boring, unfulfilling life, but you do whatever you want.
Wait, Mom! 7 years later.
Amy, it's been a while.
Who is this?
Don't be silly, it's Mom. I'm so glad you're still using this number.
That's funny. I thought you cut me off from the family.
Oh, don't say that. You can at least hear what I have to say since I took the time to reach out to you. Where are you living now? It seems like you quit your old job, too.
Do I have to tell you?
Of course. Your father and I are heading there now.
What?
My friend told me you're living in a huge mansion now. What happened? Did some rich old guy take pity on a high school dropout and marry you? If it's a mansion, I'm sure you have a ton of empty rooms. So, I'll be happy to live with you starting today.
You can't come over now. I mean, didn't you say you were living in Beverly Hills?
Oh, well, we were scammed.
Scammed?
Someone told us about a great investment opportunity, so we gave them $500,000. But it was all a lie. We only have like $2,000 left. So, since we have a tight budget, we thought it was better to be here than in Beverly Hills, where everything is so expensive. We had no choice but to come back here.
Okay, so you're saying that you have no money and no place to live, so you want me to take care of you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, what's going on with Naomi?
Naomi?
You haven't mentioned her at all. Are you with her?
Oh, well, she said she was going to go live with her boyfriend.
She said what?
She said there was no way she was coming back here, so we left her behind. Anyways, that's that. Tell me your address.
I can tell you, but I don't think you'll want to come here.
Why?
I'm living in the villa that was part of Grandpa's mansion.
Grandpa?
Yeah, your dad.
What?
After you all left, my company let me stay in the company housing for about a year. And then I received Grandpa's obituary.
What? Are you serious? He died?
Yeah. I know stuff happened when you were little and you were estranged, but I guess they thought they should at least tell you that he passed away. So, Aunt Rose, your older sister, said she called you.
I didn't hear about any of that.
Yeah, I know, because you changed your number. But you didn't tell her that, so of course she couldn't reach you. So they had no choice but to have a funeral without you.
I had no idea.
And after the funeral, there was a will reading.
A will?
Yeah, I guess he looked into some stuff before he died, and he knew that I was left behind.
What?
And it seems like he was really mad about it. So his inheritance was left to Aunt Rose and me.
Are you serious? But wait, your grandpa didn't have enough money to build a mansion. He had a lot of property, but it was mostly worthless.
That worthless property's value soared thanks to a huge shopping mall being built. So he sold his properties and built a vacation home. And now I live here with Aunt Rose and her husband.
What? That's not fair.
It doesn't really matter if you think that. It's what Grandpa decided.
Okay, then give me your inheritance. I'm your mother, so I have a right to that money.
If that's your argument, I don't have to give you a penny.
What? You're my daughter. Don't be stupid and just listen to me.
No.
We're a family. Of course we should live together. As your parents, we have the right to live in your mansion.
I don't want this mansion. Aunt Rose does.
What? Does that mean...
Yeah, the deed is in Aunt Rose's name. Oh, and also, Aunt Rose and her husband legally adopted me.
What?
So what I'm trying to say is, you're not my mother anymore. You're my aunt. So I'm living with my mom.
Just wait a second.
What?
If Rose is the mansion's owner, who is paying the property taxes? If it really is a huge mansion, you need a lot of money for upkeep.
Oh, I guess you didn't know. Aunt Rose runs a pretty big IT company.
Wait, so she's the boss?
Yeah, Aunt Rose is the boss. And while going to night school to get my GED, I also study programming, thanks to Aunt Rose's support. And I've been working at her company for 2 years now.
What?
You get it now, right? If you want to live here, you need Aunt Rose's permission. But Mom, I heard when you left home you stole $100,000 from Grandpa and Aunt Rose's savings. And Dad helped you steal it, right?
So
she said if you want to live with me that badly, to give back that $100,000. She's right next to me right now.
my sister's there?
Of course, she's been here from the beginning.
Why?
So, are you coming here or not?
You know I can't.
Okay, then I guess this really is goodbye.
What? Since we're not going to live together, there's really no point in us talking either.
Okay, well, I don't think we'll see each other ever again, but be well afterwards. When my parents and sister abandoned me, I was a teenager, and 7 years later, my shameless parents contacted me. Even though I told them off, I heard that they'd been wandering around mansions that they thought I was living in. And by chance, they ran into my aunt, who took them to the subsidiary of her company and is making them work off the $100,000 they stole from her. And my sister, she fell for a marriage scam and came home $50,000 in debt. And I ran into her when she was wandering around my mansion property. After speaking to my aunt, we decided that she would work off her debt at a different subsidiary from my parents. She works 7 days a week. A life ruined by sudden wealth. I made a promise to myself that I would never end up this way.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey Rachel, how's it going? Is now a good time?
Hey Eloise, I'm doing great, thanks. Sure, what's up?
A ton of boxes just showed up at your house, didn't they? They had oranges written on them, right? You sure you're gonna be able to eat all those with just your family of 3? I'm happy to help you out. Just give me some and you won't have to worry about them spoiling. Shall we say 2/3? I'm on my way to pick them up now, so make sure they're ready, 'kay, honey?
Sure, they might say that, but it's not oranges inside.
Huh?
They probably got these boxes from the local supermarket.
What on earth? How confusing. Whatever. You don't necessarily have to give me oranges. Anything is fine.
Excuse me?
Yes, anything will do. You'll give me some things, won't you, sweetie?
No, I have nothing to give you. All that's inside the boxes is borrowed morning clothes.
Morning clothes?
I'm pregnant with my second little one right now, and it's hard to find things that fit. So I had to borrow some maternity use morning clothes from my sister.
That's no good. I don't plan on having any more kids now, so even if you gave them to me, what use would they be to me? You can do better than that.
I wasn't going to give them to you anyway.
Besides, how can that many boxes be full of nothing but morning clothes? That would just be weird. You're hiding something. What is it? What is it?
No, I'm not hiding anything, really. There are a couple of other things in them, but nothing special.
Fantastic. I'll have those then.
I told you, I have nothing to give you.
Oh, don't be so silly. You know how much you love helping out your friends, sweetie. I'm on my way now. Won't be long.
Listen to me, Eloise. The only other things are foodstuffs, and they all contain gluten, which, as far as I remember, you're extremely allergic to. Are you not?
Huh?
My sisters-in-law run a bakery. They're planning on releasing a new cookie range over the next couple weeks. They asked me if I could do some taste testing and sent the cookies along with my sister's clothes. It could be pretty careless of me to feed you a load of cookies containing gluten, knowing how badly you would react to it, don't you think?
Good grief. I had no idea you were so mean, Rachel. What's with you lately?
What's with the... I don't follow.
You get sent boxes upon boxes full of stuff, and yet you don't have a single thing for me?
What the... I didn't have these boxes sent on the assumption that I would be giving you anything in the first place, so I don't understand what you're mad about.
Ugh! If you're borrowing morning clothes, that must mean you have a memorial service to go to.
Right, yes.
And given the timing,
Is the memorial on Sunday by any chance? Yes, it is. Now, it would make sense that the banquet after the memorial has already been arranged and paid for. Aha! I've got it. You can make up for this by inviting me along to the banquet. What? I'll let you off having to give me anything if you invite me to the banquet and let me sample all the delicious food. No, really, what are you talking about? It's a memorial for family members only. I don't even know you that well, Eloise. Oh, don't be so mean-spirited. I've got an idea. If I can't come along on my own, how about I bring a +1? My little Kaiser would love to come. I bet your daughter Sandy would love to be able to play with one of her friends. You know how dull these things can be for kids. Kaiser? My adorable little son, of course. Wait, no way. Your son's called Kaiser? That's right. That's strange. He told me and Sandy his name was Taylor. So that's what we've been calling him this whole time. I mean, I guess I just assumed that was his name. Oh, he's such a silly boy. His name's Kaiser. It means king in German, you know. Dearie me, don't tell me you didn't know. You should try exploring a little international culture every now and then. It might do you some good. This is what you get for not having a basic knowledge of the major languages of the world. Now you just look like an uncultured swine. Right. Anyway. Oh, no, you don't. Don't try and change the subject. It's settled. Me and Kaiser will be tagging along for the post-memorial banquet. Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am. No, wait. Toodles! No matter what you say, you're not invited to the banquet and you will not be getting in. Even if you show up, there won't be any food for you or your son. Hey, Rachel, are you there? Hey, Mom, what is it? How's the baby doing? Lively. I can feel it moving all the time now. I'm feeling pretty good myself, all things considered. I won't go into detail on the severe French fries dipped in chocolate cravings, though. Oh, dear, whatever will we do with you? Listen, I wanted to talk to you about the memorial. Is everything looking good on your end? Yep, things are shaping up well. Great. Well, I need to speak to you about the venue. You see, the restaurant we booked proposed we move it to a different location. Huh? They did. The owner caught wind of there being a heavily pregnant lady among the guests. Now, he says the restaurant we booked can get fairly cramped, and there's a long walk, including a small flight of stairs from the car park. Out of consideration, he proposed we move to his second restaurant, which he says is a lot more spacious and easily accessible for someone in your condition. Oh, I see. I didn't even know they had a second restaurant. Apparently, it opened last week. Thinking about it, we'd be among some of the first guests. Aside from being more easily accessible, it's also only 10 minutes away from the church. I actually think it seems like a much better candidate. What do you think? Wow, no kidding? That's actually a really big help. Aw, that's so kind of them. Isn't it just? Okay, I'll give them a call and let them know we'd like to move ahead with the switch. Great, thanks, Mom. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. The reservation is in your name, right? Yes? Why? Maybe it's better I just tell you. What happened? Is something wrong? It's one of my friends. Well, acquaintances. It's one of the moms from kindergarten. I think I mentioned her to you before. Does the name Eloise ring a bell? Oh, she was the annoying one who's always pestering you for free stuff, right? How could I forget? Yep, that's her. The thing is, it looks like she's got the memorial service in her sights this time. The memorial service in her sights? What does that mean? She's dead set on showing up at the banquet afterwards, and seems to think she's going to help herself to all the food we paid for. Obviously, I told her that won't be happening. Wow, she really is shameless. I made sure to not give her any details on things like the venue and time, but she can be surprisingly sharp and resourceful when she wants to be. I thought it would be best to warn you beforehand, just in case anything happens. Got it. Thanks. I'll be on the lookout for gatecrashers. Don't worry about anything, okay? I've got eyes like a hawk. All right. I think that's just about everything then. So we'll all be meeting in the church car park at 11 a.m. on the day of the service, okay? Got it. Make sure to thank the restaurant owner on my behalf. Okay, take it easy, sweetie, and be careful moving around, okay? It won't be long till the little ones do now, remember? I know, I'll be careful. Thanks, Mom.
Rachel, will you be coming out of the church soon? I thought I may as well make my way to the restaurant before you all arrived, so I'm here eating pizza as we speak. Naturally, my first order was the New Yorker. Spicy pepperoni, mushrooms, olives, peppers. And OMG, this big meaty sauce is just to die for. I'm in heaven. Next, I'm thinking of being a little bold and going for the ham and pineapple. Pineapple on a pizza? Yep, I'm feeling that adventurous. Ooh, apparently they have Mediterranean too. It's not every day I get to come to an expensive pizza place like this, and I figure since you're treating me, I may as well eat my fill. You have got no idea how spoiled for choice I am here. The barbecue chicken looks amazing too. Kaiser's having a blast. You wouldn't think that such a small child would be capable of dispatching with so many pizzas in such a short space of time. He truly eats like a king. Thank you so much, Rachel. This is so kind of you. All right, I can't resist anymore. The ham and pineapple can wait. I'm going barbecue. Let's do this. Rachel, pick up the phone. This is an SOS. Are you coming? I said pick up the phone.
Huh? Eloise?
What's going on? Explain yourself. The staff are saying you don't have a reservation here. When I told them to add the bill to yours, they said there was no booking under that name, or no big group bookings at all today for that matter.
I just checked through our message history to see if I said anything that might give you the impression what you just did was a good idea. Just as I thought, nothing. What are you playing at, Eloise?
I came to the pizza restaurant because you said you'd treat me. You said I could come along for the banquet.
Excuse me?
The booking for the banquet after the memorial was at Papa Ron's, was it not?
No.
Huh? What? But I saw you and your family all going into the church, and I went out of my way to get here before everyone else. What on earth is going on? How could you do this to little Kaiser?
We probably would have gone to Papa Ron's had this been a memorial for someone in my husband's family, since my in-laws are obsessed with the place. Why do I get the feeling you knew that and that's why you went? You're creeping me out.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. You're the one who told me before that your husband's family holds all their get-togethers at Papa Ron's. It's Kaiser's favorite too. Besides, wasn't today the anniversary of the day your husband's grandpa died? That's why I was certain you'd be holding the banquet here. I would have bet my life on it.
My husband's grandpa's death anniversary was 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Today was a memorial for one of my own relatives.
What?
Sure, the church we held the memorial at today was the same one my husband's family used, but the banquet will be held at a different restaurant, one my mom chose, in fact.
Oh, is that so? Well, I haven't heard a thing about it. Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. Could it perhaps be because I have absolutely no obligation to tell you anything?
You're the one who said you'd treat me to some free pizza. Nothing you're saying makes any sense.
Nope, I definitely didn't say that. You're delusional.
Oh my God, how could you do this to me? You need to pay for all the pizza we just ate, like right now. The manager's looking at me like I'm some kind of criminal.
Like hell I do. This is not my problem. You ate the pizza, you pay for it.
But I didn't bring any money with me. Gah! You have no idea how stressful that was. They were accusing me of trying to leave without paying. I had to leave my passport at the restaurant while I went home to get the money. I somehow managed to scrape enough together with what we had lying around the house. Miraculously, I had enough, so they gave my passport back and let me go once I paid.
but you owe me $155. You better make damn sure you pay up because I'll be seeing you in court otherwise. Now, by way of getting even for the stunt you just pulled, me and Kaiser are thinking of going for another meat feast. Ready for round 2? Pick up the goddamn phone, woman! You better not be pulling this crap on me again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, pay the price. What is it this time? I'm coming very close to blocking you. We just had pizza at Little Ebenezer's. Excuse me? I was absolutely certain I had the right place this time, but you're not here. Again! Why? This bill ran up to $230 this time. Wow, are you being serious? This has to be a joke, right? No one does this, do they? You mean after stuffing your face at Papa Ron's, you went somewhere else for seconds? Little Ebenezer's is the only other expensive pizza place near the church. I was sure it had to be this one. But once again, you have no reservation here, nor does anyone under your family's name. And once again, you've slithered your way out of treating me to my pizza for the second time in a row like the devious little snake you are. I told you, I never said I would treat you to pizza. Even if, for argument's sake, we were in the same restaurant, you still wouldn't be getting anything. Not a single slice of pepperoni, not a single crumb of my crust. Nothing. Mark my words, you will be treating me to pizza. Rachel, this is harassment now. Plain and simple. You're not in their second restaurant either. I just had to pay another $150 for crying out loud. Lord, give me strength. I'm messaging you from the toilets. I had no choice but to lock myself in. I don't have any money. I don't even have anything back at the house anymore. What do you plan on doing about this? Oh my God. You actually went to their second restaurant? I refuse to believe it. This can't be. No one is this insane, are they? Tell me it's all been a joke. I checked on their site and found out they opened a second restaurant in the area recently. I was 100% sure this time. It had to be here. Where else could you possibly go? Criminal behavior aside, you sure can eat a lot of pizza, huh? Shut up and tell me where you are already. Enough with the games. Just tell me, now! I'm at home. Huh? We were already on our way home by the time you messaged me from the main store. What? Have you lost your mind? Why is it so much to ask for you to treat me to some pizza? You owe me a total of $535 now, and believe me, I will see you in court if you don't pay up. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not paying you a cent. Besides, I think you've already had your fair share of dough for today. This isn't funny. I'll be suing you for the emotional trauma you've caused me too. I had a panic attack when I first locked myself in the toilet, you know. I want $25,000 for the stress you've caused me. The total you owe me comes to $25,535. You better start getting the money ready because I'm gonna be at your house real soon. Surely that's not possible. Huh? My mom, the one who made the booking for today, just got a call from Little Ebenezer's second store. They told me you tried shifting your bill onto me. Well, duh, of course I did. My mom told them you have absolutely nothing to do with us and advised they take whatever action they find appropriate. Apparently, they reported you to the police for eating without paying. The police? You should probably start thinking about bringing your toilet lockdown to an end and facing the music real soon, if you value not having a criminal record. How the hell can I go outside after the mess you got me into? If you cause trouble for the store, you may even be liable to be charged for damages under obstruction of business. The $535 pizza bill will be the least of your worries if that happens. Oh my God, this is some kind of nightmare. Please wake up, please wake up, please wake up! Eloise, whose favorite pastime seemed to be pestering others for money, got herself into a frenzied panic when she realized she finally had to pay for something herself. Apparently, she bolted out of the toilets like a horse the moment I mentioned the possibility of her being charged for damages. She was taken home by the police, who happened to arrive at precisely that moment. Her husband filed for divorce the moment he was made aware of the situation, and he showed up at our house the next day to apologize. For the time being, she's being kept under the watchful eye of her parents while being forced to help out with the family business. Her husband will be taking custody of their son, who, I heard, is relieved to finally be able to change his name. Apparently, he hated being called Kaiser and wants to use switching kindergartens as an opportunity to change it to Taylor, just like he always wanted to. His dad seems like a nice guy with some common sense, so I've got a feeling this will turn out for the best for both of them. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'll have to think of a name for the little one in my own belly real soon.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, is this Terry? Yeah, but who is this? I got some advice for you, Terry. I want you to divorce Susan immediately. You got that? Huh? What the hell are you talking about? And who the hell are you? You're way out of your league, buddy. She is way too good for you. Better to break up this marriage because in the end, it isn't gonna work. Mark my words. Like I said, who the hell are you? And what gives you the right to demand a divorce? I don't even know you, buddy. I'm Gary Lawson. I'm none other than Susan's boyfriend. Huh? Right, Gary, huh? Excuse me? But did you just get released from the mental institution? I mean, you sound like a totally crazy person to me, Gary. You say you're Susan's boyfriend, but she's married. She's my wife, so bug off, buddy. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. She's your wife now, but once the divorce goes through, she will be my wife. I mean, obvious, isn't it? I'm Susan's boyfriend, so eventually she becomes my wife. It's just how it's gonna be. Let me get this straight. You're her boyfriend, so that means she's cheating on me. Is that right? You, Gary, did you say? You are Susan's male companion or lover? Something like that? What is this male companion bullshit? I said I was a guy. I'm the real deal. Not some toy boy you make it sound like. For your information, me and Susan have been seeing each other for 6 months. Well, that explains it. She did say she was busy with her part-time job since about 6 months ago. Yeah, she'd been late coming home all of a sudden. Figured she was just working overtime or something. So, she was seeing you, huh? Now I get it. If you get it, we'll hurry up and get divorced, for God's sakes! No use prolonging this loveless marriage. The sooner the better for all involved. Do it tomorrow, first thing in the morning. You got it, buddy? You do know what to do. Just get the divorce, would ya? You're really starting to sound like a broken record with this get a divorce bullshit. You're really starting to get on my nerves. What the hell is this? Anyways, how old are you? You sound like some teenager wanting his gal back. I guess you're an adult. What do you do? What company do you work for, or do you even work? I don't really have to tell you shit, but I'm 22. I'm currently in college, but I've already landed a high-paying job at a major corporation. I'm what you call super elite. Someone who can make Susan the happiest woman in the world. Like you. Super elite, huh? What are you, some kind of superhero? Are you really a college student? You sure don't sound like it. To be honest, you sound more like a high school freshman. What did you just say? I mean, you haven't even graduated from school, and this corporation you're so sure about, are you sure you'll even get in? To me, you simply sound like a kid arrogantly, but with nothing to back it up. Like that old Chinese proverb about a fox in tiger's clothing. I forget the exact words. Shut the hell up! I don't want to hear your stupid analysis. So, you say you're a college student. So does that mean you met Susan at her part-time job? That must be it, am I right? You're probably working part-time there too. I'm right, aren't I? Oh, for an old dude, you deduce that pretty quickly. A old dude, huh? What's that got to do with anything? You do know that Susan and I are about the same age. But there seems to be more, not just part-time worker pals. Could it be that you're a stalker? I really can't believe that she would fall for a high schooler. Oh, sorry, a college kid like you. Huh? Do you doubt that we are in love with each other? That we plan to marry? Okay, I wasn't gonna say this, but since you don't believe me, I have no choice. Susan is pregnant. with my child. Pregnant with a child, your kid. Yep, that's right. I just found out today. She came straight to me to give me the good news. That's why I'm contacting you. We need to hurry this up. She showed me the medical checkup report from the hospital. Too bad, huh? She tells me you guys were not able to conceive. I guess you were impotent. Yeah, and you've been married for what? Was it 5 years? Then I come along and boom! A child. Are you serious? For your information, we decided not to have a child all these years. Not because we did not want one, but that was our plan from the very beginning, before we got married. I really don't care to hear the details. The fact is you have no child. You're out of the picture, my friend. We don't need or want you around. Got that? So let's get this divorce on the road, old man. Give a bit of time to think this over, hmm? I want to talk to Susan about all this first. Huh? Are you serious? Don't go messing with my woman, my future wife and child. You'll do anything stupid, and you'll definitely get a piece of me. I said I only wanted to talk to her. Stop foaming at the mouth like a rabid dog. What's another day or two, huh? I'll get back to you. Hey, Susan, you have a little time? I want to talk to you about something important.
Hey, Terry. What's up? What's so important?
I just got a line message from a guy named Gary. Gary Lawson, ring a bell? He says he's your lover, that you've been seeing this guy for the past 6 months.
Huh? What? Wait a second. What?
Yeah, seen this guy since what? February or so? About the time he started that part-time job, wasn't it? Oh yeah, he says you're pregnant with his kid. He demanded that I give you a divorce. I mean, right out of the blue. What's with this guy? Is he out of his friggin' mind? Or is this some kind of mistake?
I can't believe this. He really contacted you and spilled the beans about all this? I can't believe Gary. What was he thinking?
Huh?
I can't believe he opened his big mouth. I told him to keep his mouth shut for a while. Oh well, I guess it had to come out sometime. Maybe it was for the better. That's right. Gary is my lover. I've been having an affair with him for the last 6 months. About being pregnant? Yeah, it's true. I'm expecting. I just went to the clinic yesterday. It's confirmed. There, I said it.
You are serious, aren't you? Man, that was fast. Figured you'd at least deny it at first. Make it some sort of excuse, but no. You couldn't wait to tell me. You two are really something. You got your head in the clouds.
Well, I figured if my tummy gets big, you'll find out. So what's the use, right? Can't hide it forever, right?
Yeah, right, but at least you could, I don't know, deny it. Show a little remorse.
Anyway, now that you found out, I want a divorce right away. Then I will marry Gary. We never had kids, so no child support or anything. Nothing to worry about. We can go our separate ways, as if we were never married. Let's just pack up our stuff and just put an end to this whole fake marriage. It was all just one big mistake. We were just not made for each other, that's all. You okay with that?
Sorry, but that's a little too sudden. I can't agree to that. What gives you the right to make all these one-sided decisions? You're the one who cheated on me. I demand some compensation for what you guys did. I need you to also pay for damages.
Damages? What damages? What are you talking about?
Did you forget that you have access to our joint bank account? I just checked the balance. There was like $10 left. I'm sure you recall that I gave a certain amount every month so you could save it. Just this past month or so, you withdrew almost $10,000. This money was for our future. For when we were ready to have kids. What did you use it for anyway?
It's none of your business. It was an emergency. I needed cash right away.
And while I was checking that, I also checked your PC. And guess what I found? You seem to have been busy searching all kinds of travel agencies and your emails. All kinds of stuff in the outer inboxes related to hotel reservations, car rental info. Planning a trip, are we? Oh yeah, there were even a bunch of photos of you with some guy I've never seen before. I take it it's your lover boy, Gary. A PC sure is a treasure trove of stuff, or should I say, evidence.
What? You can't just go searching through my PC. All that's private. My personal stuff. You have no right. I could sue you for that.
Yeah, right, sue me, huh? I would really like to see you try. You do that, and in turn, I'll sue you for cheating on me and stealing from our joint account.
That's what I always hated about you. I always wanted a child. But no, you said not yet. It was too early. You weren't ready. Always making up some bullshit excuse to avoid talking about it. You would say you were busy with work and would just shun me every time. But Gary was different. He listened to everything I had to say, all my desires. He even gave me the child that I always wanted. What's more, he loves me. I hate you. Yeah, that's right. I always wanted to say this. I hate you.
You acted like a spoiled kid, Susan. The reason we don't have kids is because of economical reasons. How many times have I told you that? I asked you to wait a bit longer until we had enough money saved.
This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you living in fantasy land? We sat down and talked about this countless times. Give me a break. Yeah, okay, so that's the way it's gonna be, huh? Okay then, I'll give you what you want. I'll give you that divorce. But before I do, I'm gonna get a private investigator to check up on this Gary. Also, I will contact his college and inform them about this affair. Do you have a problem with that?
Go ahead. Do as you like. Makes no difference. We're in love. We have no shame for what we've done. Do whatever you want. Nothing will faze us.
Okay, I see. But keep in mind that you may be charged for unlawfully stealing money from me. You still okay with that?
I won't let you do that.
If this gets out, I mean, if it becomes a criminal matter, well, there's a chance that your Gary's position at this corporation he applied to and so proud of will be rejected. And he may even get suspended from school. And you still want to do this?
I don't care. As long as I can get away from you. I don't care what you do. Things get bad, I'll support it myself.
I plan to demand close to $50,000 as compensation for your infidelity and damages. You okay with that?
Go ahead. Go for it. You don't have the guts to do that. You were always such a coward.
Okay, don't forget what you said. I saved this little conversation, so I've got the evidence. You won't be able to refute what you said. Again, you're okay with this, right? Hey, dude, Terry, sir. I'm really sorry about last week. It was all just one big misunderstanding. Oh, Gary, hello. What's the matter? What's with the change of tone? Where's that passion from last week? Yeah, well, you know, I've been thinking this whole week about this whole fortunate situation, and, I wasn't thinking straight and sort of just went off the handle. I'm way more level-headed now, so that's why I contacted you. Besides, last week I was drinking and sort of said a bunch of stuff I shouldn't have. Did Susan talk to you after that? Like about paying compensation and damages? I bet that's it, am I right? And about the company and school finding out about all this affair? I guess you thought it over and chickened out, is that it? Yes, sir. I heard that the compensations would be in the tens of thousands, and so I was, She also stole that money from the joint account. By the way, I knew nothing about that. She even mentioned something about criminal charges, maybe even arrest, so I was, if this all gets out to my family and the school, then I might be suspended from school or my application to that company would be rejected, so after hearing all that, I'll be honest, I got scared. I see. Don't blame you, buddy. And so, what do you plan to do about all this? I was hoping you would consider reconciliation. Get back together with Susan. Reconciliation? Are you serious? Yeah, I was in the wrong too, and I apologize for being out of line. Can we just forget this ever happened? Water under the bridge and all that? I'll forget about Susan. I'll break up our relationship. I'll talk to Susan and convince her to get back to you. You guys can work it out. We could just put all the pieces back to how it was 6 months ago, and that's that. We can end this whole unfortunate incident. Everyone's happy. What do you say? Huh? You're forgetting one important piece. What about the kid? What are you gonna do about the kid? Oh, right, yeah, the kid. Well, I'll forget about the kid. Not my problem. You don't have kids. Perfect, right? You wanted a kid. You guys can bring the child up. It's a win-win for all involved. Don't you agree? I mean, I'm only 22 and still a college student. I'm gonna start getting busy, and I have no time to take care of a child. Really, this was all a big mistake, and I regret even having gotten involved. I have a bright future ahead of me. I don't need this in my life. Your wife and a child, you can have them both. So please forgive me, really. It was one big screw-up, that's all. I screwed up big time and I regret it, so give me a break, man. Okay, let me see if I got this right. First, you have an affair with my wife. Then, you and my wife steal all the money out of my bank account. You use that money to take vacations and just have fun around town. Then, you knock my wife up and have a kid. And out of the blue, you demand that I divorce my wife for 5 years. But all that is forgiven because you are only 22. Did I leave anything out? It would be so heartless to ruin a young man's promising career. Terry? I can call you Terry, right? Man, I'm so relieved that you understand. That you decided to forgive me. I was so worried I couldn't sleep at night. I really didn't know what I would do if you were adamant about pursuing this. Yes, well, about this unfortunate incident, I thought of it long and hard, and considering that you're only 22 and you have such a bright and promising career ahead of you, but I have no intention of forgiving you. Sorry. I have no choice but to contact your colleague and also your folks and explain every single detail. Please understand, I have no choice. I don't give a damn if you're 22 or 42. Or that you have a promising career and that you're one of the super elite. Isn't that how you put it? You give me all that BS and then say stuff like, water under the bridge crap. What do you think I am, some sort of imbecile? Sorry, but you're just gonna have to reap the consequences for your actions. Huh? Are you kidding me? You were going on as if you were gonna let me off the hook. You can't do this, you'll ruin me. I had no intention of letting you off the hook. Man, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes now. Suspended from school, no job prospects. Probably have to live at home for the foreseeable future. Super elite my ass. You're 22, which means graduation is just around the corner. Missed out on that. A college dropout, huh? You'll be lucky if you get a job at the pizza place down on 5th Street. No way that major corporation's gonna hire you now. Not with a criminal record. I'd be surprised if your folks would even allow you to live at home. You'll be paying a huge compensation for having an affair with my wife. I'll make sure of that. Your promising career sure does not look promising anymore. You're finished. Congratulations. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Why are you doing this? You just said it would be so heartless to ruin a young man's promising career. Promising? For a guy who has an affair with another person's wife? No. No way I wouldn't call you promising. You old fart! I'm sincerely apologizing. It was all just a mistake. Why can't you accept that? You're a monster. How could you do this? You're totally being a jerk. Scream all you want. You brought this onto yourself. Payback for sleeping with my wife and knocking her up. Take some responsibility for God's sake. Payback, huh? You son of a bitch. Having fun wrecking a guy's life? You're despicable and a total jerk. Who's being despicable here? Huh? You're the guilty party here. Water under the bridge. I'm apologizing, so forgive me. You act as if you're the victim. You have no intention of apologizing, do you? You steal my wife, knock her up, and now a kiss on the way? Rather than take responsibility, you just say, forget this ever happened, you can have Susan back. You really think I was gonna say, sure thing, Gary. Let's forget the whole thing, thanks for calling. I'm so glad you allowed Susan to come back to me. Oh, thanks oh so much, sir. Now we can get our life back. Ugh. Oh yeah, you also said I could have your kid. Man, you are unbelievable. You know what that means, right? It means you have no friggin' intention of taking responsibility. You hear me? You give another scumbag? Besides, I'm just a student. You're 22, you're an adult, and I'll treat you like one. Hiding behind a student at your young age is not gonna help you one bit. You'll be treated like any other adult criminal. You're an adult. Take responsibility for what you did. You got that? I plan to divorce Susan. As for you, I plan to contact the school and your folks. Oh, that's that you take full responsibility. And it's your kid that Susan is carrying. You take responsibility and bring him, or maybe her, up yourself. You got all that? Said this right, mister, you got it? Oh, please, I can't. I'm really sorry about all this. I didn't mean to. Oh, please forgive me. I'll never do this again, so please. I'll pay the compensation somehow, even if it takes years. And about Susan and the kid, well, I'll do whatever I can to support them. You can count on it. Please, leave my folks in the school out of it, please. Do that for me, please. It's too late for that. You have to face the consequences or you'll never learn. I'll be going to the school and to your home with my lawyer tomorrow, so be expecting us. Please, give me a chance, man, please! A few days later, I got a ton of messages from both Gary and my wife, or should I say my ex-wife. They apologized for all they had done and pleaded to be forgiven. But I ignored it all and instead talked to my lawyer, and we drew up all the necessary papers and collected all the evidence, including copies of the line correspondence. I took all the evidence and headed over to Gary's house and showed them all the evidence of his misdeeds. After they saw the evidence, they practically got down on their knees to apologize. I actually felt sorry for them. They aren't bad folks. To be honest, I hated to do it. They eventually withdrew all the savings and sold off anything he had of value toward compensation. Whatever amount that was lacking, the folks covered the rest. I contacted Gary's college and learned that his application to that company he was set to join was terminated, and he was suspended from the school. 6 months shy of his graduation. I had an opportunity to meet him with my lawyer, but he was all petered out. There was no energy left in him. Where'd all that passion go, I wonder? I also went to see Susan's folks and demanded a divorce and compensation. I eventually received around $30,000 as compensation, and my divorce went through without a hitch. I heard those two never got married, but Susan accepted the baby as hers, and she is apparently bringing up her son. Yeah, it was a boy. Up as a single mom. Well, good for her. As for Gary, he dropped out of school. And in order to pay the debt he made with his folks and to pay for child support, he took a job on a merchant marine ship. I heard he's somewhere in the Middle East about now. Good luck, you guys. Have a good life.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Karen! Tell me where you are. Huh?
Ugh, what do you want, Mikey? I'm at home working, obviously. Where else would I be? I did make it clear you weren't to message me while I'm at work, didn't I? Would you stop this?
You told me remote work wasn't possible in your line of work.
Huh?
You said it wasn't possible to work from home due to the nature of the work you do. I remember it clearly.
Where is all this coming from all of a sudden?
You still don't get it, do you? I know everything, Karen. I'm fully aware you're in our bedroom getting it on with a guy called Chad right now, huh?
Huh?
I wanted to catch you red-handed, so I hatched a little plan. I called both of our parents. Now, all 5 of us are outside and we're about to charge in.
What? No, don't do it. You'll interrupt my work. Gah!
2 weeks later. I just handed in the divorce papers. It won't be long now. Once the divorce is finalized, I'll be taking full custody of Elena. This chat will remain in place as a place for us to discuss things relating to our daughter. I'll be renaming it Elena's Parents, and we'll be using it instead of blocking each other. Given that I'm her guardian now, you need to respect her will, so do not under any circumstance attempt to meet her unless she gives you permission.
I'm pleased we're finally divorcing. This has been a long time coming. But I am still Elena's mother, you know. Why do I have to accept you stealing her away from me? I gave birth to her. This isn't fair.
She's still traumatized over what you did. She hates you. If you genuinely love her and genuinely care about her feelings, you need to keep your distance until she says otherwise.
Oh my god. My parents disowned me. Chad broke up with me. I have nothing now. Nothing and nobody in the world who cares about me. What am I supposed to do?
That's not my problem. Maybe you can use this alone time as an opportunity to reflect on how things ended up like this. Goodbye. March, 5 years later.
Hey, Dad. Are you already on the train home now? Thanks so much for helping me move today. I couldn't have done it without you.
Don't mention it, Elena.
I mean, I will be moving again at the end of May, but I suppose I may as well make the most of my time here.
Right. We regret to inform you we were unable to provide you with a room that meets your wishes during your desired time frame. That's what the real estate guy said, right? I can't believe they mistyped your search criteria. I thought they had systems in place to prevent that kind of thing. Did they say they'd have something available for you at the end of May?
I know, right? I couldn't believe it either. Yeah, they did. It meets all my criteria, but the move-in date was way off, so now I've got to wait 3 months. They really dropped the ball on this one. I feel so lucky Carla's letting me temporarily use her apartment. I know I've already thanked her about 700 times, but can you tell her how grateful I am again?
She's a real darling, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll let her know.
Thanks. She's great. How did you manage to bag yourself such an amazing woman, Pops? When are you guys gonna tie the knot? You deserve to be happy, you know.
Thanks, honey. That's sweet of you to say. I'm not sure. Maybe a little longer? I don't want to rush things. Besides, we only just set up our company and we're busier than we thought humanly possible. The long-term vision is to have a company branch in every state on the East Coast.
Wow, you're reaching for the sky, huh? That's my Pops.
I have this surreal feeling of time passing faster than usual lately. I can't believe how much our lives have changed over the last few years. I can't believe you're living on your own as a student in New York now. It seems like only 5 minutes ago you were that mischievous little girl pulling those devilish pranks on me. Not only are you a whole plane journey's distance from our hometown, but this is your first time living totally on your own. I want you to know that you can talk to me whenever you want, about anything.
I know, Dad. That means a lot. Thanks.
1 month later.
Dad,
Huh? Elena, what's wrong? How come you're messaging me at this hour?
were you sleeping? I'm really sorry if I woke you.
You're not struggling with living on your own, are you? It's okay, sweetie, you're never really on your own, because I'll always be here. You can talk to me about anything, whenever you want, and you can come home whenever you want too.
Dad, help.
What's wrong?
Mom's coming.
What?
Please, this is bad. Listen. I was supposed to be staying at my new friend from college's house tonight. We get on like a house on fire, and she invited me over yesterday. But she got a sudden phone call saying her grandma in New Jersey died today, so she had to go back to be with her family immediately. Obviously, the sleepover is canceled, but she was kind enough to drive me back to my apartment before she headed for the airport. Just as we were pulling up and I was getting ready to get out of the car, I spotted some middle-aged woman standing outside the front entrance, ringing my doorbell over and over again. That woman was Mom.
Well, what happened next? Did you speak to her?
No, I'm still not ready to do that. Even just the thought of her makes me feel ill. I asked my friends to take me to the nearby internet cafe by the station instead, and that's where I am now.
Call the police!
I'm holding off for now. Don't get me wrong, I will if I have to, but that's more a worst-case scenario type thing.
Why? I hope you're not holding back just because she's your mother.
It's not that, it's the guy she was with.
What, she was with a guy?
How to put this? He looked like the kind of guy who might be involved in some shady activities, like a gang member or something. I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but the fact he was with someone like Mom, the way he was dressed, and the big scar he had on his face, I just had to get out of there. You know what else terrifies me? I never even told her my new address, and yet there she is with some creepy guy on my doorstep in the middle of the night, before I've even lived there a month. I did think about calling the police, but I was worried about what might happen to me afterwards if they got told off and found out I called the cops on them. I thought they might hurt me.
All right, I understand. Everything's gonna be okay. I want you to know that. Can you wait a little longer at the internet cafe for me, Elena? You're not to go back to your apartment until I say so, okay? Sit tight, sweetie. I'll handle this.
Got it. I'll sit tight. Thanks, Dad.
A few moments later. Hey, Karen! What the heck do you think you're doing? Are you still outside my friend's apartment?
Huh? Oh, Mikey. Your friend's apartment? I don't have the slightest clue what you're talking about. Elena's staying in room 202, isn't she? This is my daughter's room. My daughter, who came to live in New York on her own.
Wrong! That's my fiance's room!
What? Your fiancé?
We've been dating for the last 3 years. She spends 6 months of every year on business in New York. She's pretty high up at her company and is expected to attend a lot of important meetings. She figured it would be more economical to get an apartment than pay for a hotel every time, so she rents it as a kind of second home for whenever she's over there on business.
Huh?
I got a panicked message from Elena in the middle of the night, saying she couldn't go home because there was a strange woman outside her apartment calling her name and ringing the doorbell nonstop.
Huh? Wait, that doesn't make sense. I saw Elena coming in here before. You can't fool me.
That's because Elena and my fiancé know each other. They're so close, they're basically family. Do you not think it's more likely that she just has a spare key to the place?
Wait, what? Are you being serious right now?
When I heard you'd shown up out of the blue, I told her to get away and stay away until we could be sure you'd left.
What? Why? I need to see my daughter. Do you have any idea how difficult this makes things for me?
Why does it?
Because Alina is supposed to be looking after me from now on.
Excuse me?
The reason she came to work and live on her own in New York was because she knew I was here, right? She's always so sweet and thoughtful. I thought it was only natural we'd live together in that case. I mean, it doesn't make sense to rent 2 apartments when we're so close by, does it?
What kind of mental gymnastics did you have to pull to reach that conclusion? It'd be impressive if it wasn't so disturbing. Besides, Elena isn't even working yet.
Huh? She isn't?
But seriously, even if she did go to New York to find work, do you actually think she'd want anything to do with you after what you did to us? You betrayed your family, Karen!
Oh my god!
I take it you've snapped out of your delusions now. Hurry up and get as far away from that apartment as possible and never go back! I'm gonna have no choice but to call the cops if you refuse.
Come on, Mikey, that's a bit overly dramatic, don't you think? Besides, I'm already inside.
What? Did you break into my fiancé's freaking apartment?
What was I supposed to do? It was cold outside. I didn't think there'd be a problem with me moving in, what with my daughter living here and all.
Moving in? Are you insane? Wait, wasn't the door locked?
Well...
No way. Let me guess, you had that slimebo Chad teach you how to pick locks, didn't you? I know all about his criminal record and his ties to the mafia. He has previous for breaking and entering, doesn't he? Am I right? I'm right, aren't I?
Well...
The landlord told us there are several surveillance cameras set up around the apartment block, and the front door is visible on more than a few of them. You can lie as much as you like, but you'll never get away with this! If you did break in, you're on camera.
Seriously?
I have no choice but to call the police.
No, wait. Please, just wait. Let's not do anything drastic here. Let's become reasonable adults. Ugh! I only did it because I thought it was Elena's room. Anyway, all I did was come to visit my daughter. What's wrong with that? Visiting your daughter isn't a crime.
I have a sneaking suspicion it is a crime, if it involves picking a lock and breaking into someone's apartment. And you don't get a get-out-of-jail-free card just because you didn't think something was against the law.
But, Mikey...
Blatant criminal activity aside, the real problem here is that Elena still hasn't given you permission to meet her, has she?
Huh?
I've taken a neutral stance and always been willing to respect her will since the beginning. I thought maybe she might be ready to meet you one day, but far from it. She says she hates you and never wants to see you again. That means you need to go away and stay away forever. Stop upsetting her, you poisonous woman! You've already done enough damage.
But I'm her mother. She's my daughter.
You lost any right to call yourself a mother when you betrayed us. When you chose to follow your base desires over your family. You'll never meet her as long as she doesn't want to meet you. Got it?
Oh my god. But what are we supposed to do now?
We?
My boyfriend. We just sold his apartment because we thought we'd be living with Elena from now on. We have nowhere else to go.
You did what?
My boyfriend, Tyrone. He may have struggled to hold down a job in the past, but he stopped selling crack recently and he's trying to turn his life around. He was so excited about our new home.
Your boyfriend sells crack?
Sold, Mikey, sold. Past tense. He's a good man with a good heart, I swear. This apartment was a lifeline for him. What are we supposed to do now? Wait, what's that? I can hear police sirens outside. What the hell? Are they here for the neighbors?
Oh, the landlord must have checked the surveillance footage. He probably called the cops on you.
What?
Yep, I sent him a message. I'm sorry to bug you in the middle of the night like this, but I think my ex-wife might have just broken into one of your properties. Please don't hesitate to call the cops.
What gives you the right to do that?
What gives you the right to break into my fiancé's apartment? Breaking and entering is a crime, and crime is illegal. You're a criminal, and so is your boyfriend. Are you seriously gonna claim picking a lock and breaking into someone else's property isn't a crime? You don't have a leg to stand on. Of course the cops were gonna come. How else could this have possibly ended?
It was supposed to end happily ever after. This can't be happening.
The next morning. Good morning, Elena. How you doing, sweetie? I know Carla already messaged you, but just to confirm, your mom got taken away by the police last night, so it's safe to go back to the apartment. There's nothing to worry about, at least for now.
Got it. Thanks, Dad.
Even still, you must be pretty anxious about going back there all on your own.
Well, to tell the truth, yes. Carla's been super kind by letting me stay here, and I'm grateful for that. Really, I am. But the real estate people say they'll have my room ready in about 2 weeks. I was wondering if there's anywhere I might be able to stay until then, just in case?
About that, Carla has a 3-week business trip in New York scheduled to start tomorrow. But she decided to advance her plans and is on the plane as we speak. She'll be landing at JFK soon, and will be with you by this evening.
Really?
Even still, it's probably best you stay away from the apartment for now. She suggested you both stay at a business hotel until you can move into your new place. What do you think?
I think I like the sound of it. Wow, Carla's the best. I love her.
Great. I'll message her with the news.
Thank you. I'm starting to think she's actually a goddess. I want her to be my mom.
She'll be overjoyed to hear that, sweetie.
Really?
Anyway, Carla will be landing at JFK within the next 10 minutes. So how about you two discuss the plan for New York over text while she makes her way to the apartment on the train?
Okay, I'll message her now. Thanks a bunch, Dad.
Later on. Just as expected, my ex-wife's new boyfriend was the kind of person it's best not to associate with. I can't help but wonder what the hell must be wrong with her to keep picking guys like that, but it'll probably remain a mystery forever. Anyway, as you saw, the pair of them were arrested after being caught red-handed breaking and entering in the middle of the night. It turns out her and Tyrone, the reformed crack dealer, were both serving a suspended sentence for a previous crime, and they'll be spending a lot of time behind bars real soon. I feel like I dodged a lethal bullet in divorcing her, and I count my lucky stars every day. Not long after the events of today's saga, me and Carla permanently moved our company HQ to New York, where we also now live. Elena still lives on her own, and we want to respect her independence, but we're within walking distance now, and she can come home and hang out with us whenever she feels like it. Oh yeah, guess what? Me and Carla are tying the knot soon. Ever since that day, Elena's been calling her mom, which put the biggest smile on her face. I'm looking forward to the rest of my life with my new family, and I've never been more optimistic about the future. Here's to us!
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Excuse me, Angela. Are you there?
Sure, what's up, Lydia? Everything okay?
I hear you're in the process of paying off some debts.
Huh? I'm what?
I was so disappointed you wouldn't believe. Tut, 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 Angela. It's just a good thing we're neighbors, or I never would have heard you discussing it through the walls.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. Do you mean you eavesdrop on us?
I heard you and Scott talking about it in the middle of the night. I had a cup to the wall, so trust me, I heard everything. $1,000 a month in debt repayments? No end in sight? Just how much debt are you in?
Oh, you heard that. These walls are thinner than I thought. A cup to the wall, though? Have you ever heard of privacy? It's quite a lot of money, but I think if we can keep up with the repayments at the current pace, it might be paid off within 4 or 5 years.
My goodness, you're in that much debt?
Yes, that much. Between all this secret investing and gambling and a complete failure to keep up with the payments back when they were smaller, it seems like this was inevitable. We are married, so of course we're committed to getting through this by working together. I hate to say it, but we're not always able to meet halfway. You have no idea how hard it is to keep up with $1,000 debt repayments every month all on your own. This has really taken its toll on us.
My, oh my, Angela. Just what have you been doing? As your mother-in-law, I simply cannot overlook this.
Yeah, I totally get that. I wouldn't expect you to overlook it either, but with how Scott's situation is right now, there might not be anything you can do.
I can't believe my son's own wife would place such a crushing burden on him. My poor boy must be going through hell.
Huh? What do you mean?
Basically, what you're saying is that my Scotty's being forced to pay off your debts with his hard-earned money? And $1,000 a month at that. It's hardly pocket change, is it? By the time it's paid off in 4 or 5 years, he'll be, what, $45,000? $60,000 out of pocket? How could you do this to him?
No, wait. You've got this the wrong way round. I'm not the one who's in debt. Scott is.
Oh, this is rich. You're going to try and pin the blame on my Scott because I found out about your little secret? I had no idea you were so shameless. That reminds me, your attitude last night while you were discussing the debt was absolutely atrocious. I could practically feel you looking down your nose at him through the wall. I heard everything. You do know you have debts to pay off, don't you? You need to pay it back, Scott. You have no choice. How dare you speak to my son like that when he's the one paying off your debts? You vindictive, self-righteous liar. He doesn't need to hear any of that from you. I'll have him divorce you, I tell you. Divorce!
You have no intention of listening to me, do you?
I could listen to everything you have to say 1,000,000 times over, and it still wouldn't pay off a cent of the debt.
Fair point. You know what? I've changed my mind. You're right. I don't think there's any point in talking to you when you're in emotional ignoramus mode.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
If you'll forgive me, I'm at work and we're very busy. Let's discuss this properly at a later date.
Don't make me laugh. I have nothing to discuss with an abusive, debt-ridden liar. One thing's for sure, though. My poor son needs protecting from you. He'll be staying next door with me from now on. He'll end up curled up in a ball in the corner of some psych ward if he's around you even a moment longer.
All right, fine by me. I'm going. Bye. The next morning.
Angela, we're getting a divorce.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about, Scott? Are you still half asleep?
I'm not half asleep. I've had my coffee and my head is clearer than it's ever been. My eyes have opened. It seems like my mom found out about the debt. I was worried at first, but it looks like she's actually gonna be able to help me get rid of it. She's lowering me the mother of all lifeboats.
Lifeboat?
She told me if I divorce you, all the debt will disappear and I'll never have to worry about money or repayments ever again. She was really convincing.
Huh, is that so? I see.
She must have a real lace up her sleeve. This is why my mom's great. She was always looking out for me. She's super clever too, so I believe her.
I have a feeling she doesn't have an ace up her sleeve at all.
If I'd known she'd be such a powerful ally, I would have just told her from the get-go instead of keeping it a secret this whole time. So, yep, it's decided. I don't need you anymore. The way you talk down to me like I'm some naughty little kid seriously grinds my gears. And I'm done with it. I'm gonna be free. Yippee! We're getting a divorce.
Good grief, you're beyond saving. I'm at work right now, so we can discuss this properly later. That night. Scott? When I got home from work, there were some divorce papers on the table. Would you mind telling me what the heck is going on?
I think I made it pretty clear. We're getting a divorce. I had to go through the hassle of ordering the papers, so you can hand them in yourself. I'm busy.
I take it that means you have no interest in talking this through and saving our marriage then?
What's the point? You'd only talk down to me like some little kid, just like you always do. I'm mad as hell and I won't take it anymore. Besides, I have my mom. She's the only ally I need in my life. She always has my back and she's super smart, not like you. She said you're a liar too, which only strengthened my resolve. Hurry up and get out, liar!
Wow. You know what? I think it is actually better this way. Let's face it, I didn't exactly enjoy shelling out $1,000 a month to pay off your debts. I'm finally gonna be able to spend my own money again.
Fantastic, superb, tremendous, magnificent. We both get what we want. Win-win.
10 minutes later.
Good evening, Angela. I heard you finally did the right thing and agreed to the divorce.
If that's what he really wants, I'm not gonna get on my knees and beg. If we can't talk and work through problems as a team, what's the point in being married anyway?
I see you're just as arrogant as ever. How dare you take such a haughty attitude with me and my son? Despite being in so much debt, you owe $1,000 a month in repayments. You've got some nerve to look down on your husband when he's the one paying it off for you. You wouldn't have anything to eat or a roof over your head if not for him. Get your things together and go.
What? He's paying off my debt, feeding me, and putting a roof over my head? What planet are you on? You are aware I work every single day, aren't you?
Of course I'm aware, you pompous little upstart. However, there's no way whatever paltry wage you bring in with that pitiable part-time job could possibly sustain a family. Even a monkey could understand that Scott, who works at a major company, is the one holding everything together. He probably makes more in a day than you do in a week.
Ugh. I knew it. You have no idea Scott hasn't been going to work for the last year, do you?
Get with the times already. He's probably working remotely. I'm fully aware of how working life has changed over recent years. I might be old, but that doesn't make me ignorant. I don't have to confirm every little thing with my son to know what he's doing.
Interesting. I see. Your ignorance is actually impressive. You two are really alike.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Anyway, I'll be moving out tomorrow. I'm in the process of getting my things together right now, so you'll probably hear some banging in the night. I hope it doesn't bother you too much.
That's fine. It'll sound like a relaxing lullaby when I remember it's the sound of the odious witch who catapulted my son into financial ruin, finally removing herself from his life. Hurry up and get gone.
The morning of the move. Okay, Scott, I'm all done packing. This is it. I'm leaving.
Vroom, vroom. Zzz, big fire truck go vroom. Zzz. Huh? Who did that? Oh, Angela. All right. Whatever. Zzz.
I handed in the divorce papers last night, so me and you are strangers now. We'll never see each other again after today. This month's debt repayment is due tomorrow. Make sure you don't forget, okay? Don't come crying to me if you're struggling to keep up, because I won't be helping you anymore.
You're annoying. I'm sleepy. Just go away. Let me sleep, damn it.
Fine. Have it your way. Goodbye forever, Scott. A few moments later. Lydia, I'm leaving now.
Big creamy milkshakes. Pizza dipped in chocolate. Lard sandwiches. Cola. Huh? What? Angela, I'm trying to sleep. Get lost. Message me later.
Whatever. Have a nice life. Goodbye. The day after the move.
Angela, pick up the phone! This is an emergency! I'll repeat, this is an emergency! We have to get married again immediately! I need you to keep helping me with the debt repayments!
Excuse me?
My mom got it wrong! Oh boy, did she get it wrong! She got it wrong, so I think my life might be over! I had no idea, but it seemed she was convinced the debt was yours. She had it in her head that I was the one shelling out $1,000 a month to cover your repayments. That's why she thought that if I divorced you, I wouldn't have to help you get out of the mountain of debt she thought you were in anymore, and I could finally attain financial freedom. That's why she told me to divorce you. Oh my God, I thought she had some kind of genius trick up her sleeve, but turns out she was just making a huge misunderstanding.
Yep, I knew that.
What?
I did my best to set her straight. I made it pretty clear that I wasn't in any debt and that I was in fact the one helping you with your repayments, but it went in one ear and out the other. I did consider explaining to her how it seemed unfair for me to pay off your debts, given how you're the one who got yourself into this mess in the first place. But she was being so confrontational and aggressive, I didn't think there'd be any point. So the plan was to discuss it among the three of us once she calmed down. Then she told me you wanted a divorce, so I was like, meh, what's the point? Now I've completely washed my hands of you both, and wow, does it feel liberating. My financial burden disappeared overnight. I've had a giant Scott-shaped boulder lifted off my shoulders. Who would have thought that divorcee life could be so fun?
No way you didn't, did you? Did you hand in the divorce papers?
Yep, I handed them in the night you left them on the table. I did try and tell you, but I think you were dreaming about fire trucks or something. We're officially strangers now.
This is bad, bad, really bad!
A few moments later.
Angela, I'm so sorry. I made a huge mistake. I'm sorry. Please come back immediately. I apologized. So you'll come back, won't you? Won't you?
What?
Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that Scott was the one in debt and not you? You had so many opportunities. And I had no idea it was my uncle who was originally covering the repayments.
That's because Scott chose not to tell you. I may have been your daughter-in-law, but it wasn't my place to tell you that kind of thing. That was your son's responsibility. I did at least make it very clear that the debt is Scott's and not mine. You're the one who kept interrupting and ignoring me whenever I tried to make you see sense, and you're the one who demanded we get a divorce based on your ridiculous misunderstanding. You're in no position to criticize me.
There's something else I can't get my head around. How on earth were you managing to keep up with $1,000 a month debt repayments working that crummy part-time job of yours in the first place? That's why I got the wrong end of the stick. You misled me.
I don't work part-time and I never once told you I did.
Huh?
I inherited my dad's restaurant chain when he passed away a few years ago, and I've been managing all 10 of his restaurants ever since.
You own a company? You?
Yes, me. I own a company.
I thought you worked part-time flipping burgers at McDonald's.
That's fascinating because I don't. You're so good at misinterpreting reality, it's worrying.
So that's how you were able to keep up with those enormous debt repayments.
By the way, how to break this to you? You might want to sit down for this one, Lydia. Are you ready? Scott's unemployed.
What?
He got into a fight with his boss last year when he mistakenly arranged a meeting with a major client for the wrong day. He stormed out in a rage when he got taken to task on it. He had ample opportunity to apologize, but he was so stubborn he chose to get fired rather than admit fault. He's been unemployed ever since.
Did he at least get a severance payment?
He did, but it disappeared straight away when he used it towards paying off his debts. He'd only been at the company a few years, and it was his own fault he got fired, so it wasn't much. I couldn't bring myself to see him stop making payments because he'd have been swallowed up by the interest, so I decided to start covering them for him. It was only supposed to be temporary.
Really? I see. Okay, I understand everything now. I'm sorry for everything I've done, Angela. Will you carry on making the repayments for him?
Excuse me?
Listen, I just got a phone call from my uncle. He said today's payment is late. Apparently he got a threatening email from the repayment company. Please see to it that today's payment of $1,000 gets made as normal.
Are you aware that me and Scott aren't married anymore? You're both strangers to me now.
But...
The real irony here is that you're the one who got him to divorce me in the first place. It's time the pair of you learned how to stand on your own 2 feet for a change. I think this could be a great opportunity for you.
Angela, please, don't do this. I'm set to retire next year. These repayments would eat up my pension so fast I'd be homeless before I knew it. My husband passed away years ago. How in God's name am I supposed to support myself, my unemployed son, and run a household on top of these mammoth debt repayments all on my own?
Goodbye, Lydia.
Angela!
Later on. Since the repayments were set to suddenly stop, I thought I should call Lydia's uncle, who'd been the one covering them before me, and make him aware of the situation. He was astonished when he found out it was me who'd been making the repayments this whole time, and I was even more astonished when he apologized and paid me back the entire sum. After a few more apology messages, he swore to teach Scott the meaning of personal responsibility by having him pay off the debts he'd racked up if it was the last thing he did. Last I heard, he was forcing them both to work at his garbage disposal company to come up with the money. Apparently, a few of the senior employees are pretty mean-spirited and take great pleasure in seeing just how far they can push the two of them. They're being worked to exhaustion on a daily basis, which I was told about in detail when they spammed me with messages begging me to come back. Naturally, I blocked them both. Lydia's uncle ended up confiscating their phones because they were constantly playing games on them instead of working whenever no one was looking. I tried to be as sympathetic and compromising a wife as I could be, but their attitude towards me, which was revealed through a huge misunderstanding, quickly made me change my mind, and by the end, I was just as eager to divorce as my husband was, or thought he was. I'm so pleased I decided not to correct his delusional mom. Whatever happens to them, they're on their own from now on.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
David, are you still holed up in your room? Can't you help around the house a little more?
What do you want? I'm working right now.
Work? You mean you're just playing some game, right? Will you please get your butt in gear and start working for God's sake? It's already been 3 years since your father died. You do realize that, don't you? You're supposed to be the man of the house. Take care of things.
Like I said, I'm working right now.
And like I said, playing games is not a job.
You just don't understand, Mom. There are all kinds of work that relates to games. Didn't I explain it all to you in the past? And in detail?
You did, but I have no idea what you're talking about. If I don't even know what it is you're doing, how can you call that work?
If you're not going to even try to understand, then just leave me alone. And another thing, if you're gonna ask me to do housework, you should also get Karen to help out too. Why only me?
Karen is always helping out at home. What are you saying? While I'm at work, she helps prepare dinner and she also helps with the laundry and the cleaning. She's the perfect daughter. She's a godsend, unlike you.
Oh yeah? Okay. I bet you wouldn't even believe me if I said I was doing all that.
What an awful brother, taking all the credit from your little sister.
Then why don't you even tell her to work? You do know that she's going on 27, right? No prospects at that age? Is she just gonna stick with being a pro NEET for life?
With Karen, it's all about helping out around the house and supporting the family.
That's the same old BTS that NEET types give as a reason for not working. For people who actually do housework and support the family, as you put it, it's disrespectful.
Stop it! How could you say that? Talk about a pot calling the kettle black. You're a NEET yourself. With Karen, she actually does help out, so I have no complaints. Besides, it's her way of preparing for marriage, to be a good wife. She is pretty and knows how to take care of the house. Cook, guys are clamoring to marry her. So, why does she have to work? She's doing just fine.
Oh yeah? Okay, if you say so.
Forget all that. What you should be worried about is yourself. Make something of it. You're already 30. No job, just playing games and lounging around. You'll never get married at this rate.
I keep telling you, I am working. I think I'm making pretty good money, and I also have a girlfriend.
Stop your boasting.
Figured you wouldn't believe me.
Okay, if you're going to say that, why don't you just move out and live alone?
Seriously? You don't mind if I move out, huh?
I'd like to see you try. No income, can't even do any house chores. You have zero experience making it on your own. Living alone? Impossible.
Alright. Don't come crying to me later.
Yeah, I heard that before. That's what people call tit for tat. Maybe you should get a little life lesson. Your dad spoiled you rotten, so this may be a good opportunity for you. It will be a chance for you to really get to know how this world works. Teach you a lesson.
Hey, David, got a minute?
What do you want? If you got something to say, come to my room. You're just like Mom. We're all in the same house, for God's sake. Why use line? What a hassle.
No way! Your room probably stinks.
I always clean my room. Besides, I'm sure my room is way cleaner than yours.
That's not why I lined you. With Mom earlier, you didn't blab about me, did you?
Blab about what?
I did tell you that whenever she asked to tell her I did all the chores. You didn't blab about that now, did you?
Even if I did, she wouldn't believe me anyways.
Oh yeah, in that case, no problem.
Okay, so can I get back to work?
Calling your game playing as work again, LOL. That's why Mom is always pestering you.
Before lolling me, do something about yourself.
Huh? I don't know what you mean.
Figure it out for yourself.
All high and mighty, LOL. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. This weekend, I'm meeting this guy, a possible hubby.
Are you serious?
This guy is, get this, a banker. My friend who's introducing me to him showed me a photo. Wow, handsome. My type for sure. And get this, he says he wants to marry a woman that's the home-loving type. Perfect for me.
I can't believe you. Make me do all the work and put on this fake persona? Won't last, you know.
Well, you just have to continue to do as you're doing. No problem.
Huh?
If the marriage goes through, I plan to live nearby so you can come by and clean up and do the laundry. Even cook while he's at work.
Are you on drugs?
Besides, you'll never get married. Just take care of me for the rest of your life. In exchange, you can stay in your room and play games all day.
I did tell you I have a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that BR girl.
Nope. A real flesh and blood woman.
Do you really think I'm gonna believe an obvious lie like that? LOL. I gotta hand it to you. Your imagination is impressive, LOL.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Okay, so that's it. See ya.
You really think your plans will go so smoothly, huh?
Of course. Why wouldn't it?
Hey, David, you have some time?
What?
Hey, where are you living now?
Why do you ask?
Well, you know, at least you can do is tell us your address.
What for? Why should I?
Huh? You know, son.
What is it? Hurry it up. I'm busy.
Was it you who was depositing $800 into my account every month?
Oh, you finally noticed, I see.
Well, yeah. To be honest, I wasn't checking the account at all. And when the bank sends that current balance notification every few months, well, I always just dropped it in the desk drawer.
Oh yeah? Well, if you just withdraw cash from an ATM, all you get is the total amount.
After you left home, I noticed that the total amount seemed to decrease a lot faster. I took my bank book today and...
And you finally saw that I had been depositing money into your account all this time, right? I'm kinda surprised you didn't notice sooner.
I figured Karen was doing all the household stuff and also keeping the budget in order. Since when have you been depositing money?
I guess going on for 5 years now? Well, until recently, that is.
That long ago?
In the beginning, I was just doing part-time work, so the amount was a bit lower. At that time, I was studying to be a scriptwriter, so I wasn't making much.
Script writing?
Yeah, I finished the course, and now I'm writing scripts for various games.
So, this game thing, it's actual work. You weren't making it up?
Yeah, I kept telling you guys, but you guys laughed at me saying I was living in Fantasyland or something. But I worked hard, and now I can make a decent living just writing these game scripts.
Oh, okay, I see. About Karen meeting this new guy, she emphasized that she's the type that loves being home and doing housework, but after going out with him, well...
He found out that she can't do any of that, much less cook, and the whole thing went kaput. Is that about right?
Yes, actually. And then Karen, well, she came clean about it all, that all the housework was done by...
Me, yeah. How many times have I tried to tell you?
Hey, David, come back home. What do you say?
Huh? Why?
Our home is a total mess.
Oh yeah? Really? As I recall, you left everything up to Dad. You didn't do any of the household chores either.
Well, yeah, but...
After he died and I started doing everything, you didn't even notice. All you did was believe everything Karen said.
But whenever I got home from work, dinner was ready and Karen was standing in the kitchen.
I made dinner every night. All she did was warm it up and put it on plates. That's all.
How about breakfast?
Anybody can put bread in the toaster and milk in a cup. Even Karen. I cooked the fried eggs and prepared salad the night before. She was always skimming the cream off the top, stealing the limelight. You know what I mean. She just didn't want to work. So she used me to show that she was doing all the household chores. All fake.
I see.
I stayed at home as long as I could under these circumstances. But when you said leave, well, that's when I decided to find my own place.
Please, David.
Sorry, I'm not going back.
But why?
I started living with my girlfriend. I did mention her, didn't I?
Huh? So, a girlfriend. That was true too?
I must have told you about her 100 times.
Okay then, how about you two live with us?
Sorry, that's definitely not happening.
But why?
I can just see you guys making her do the housework and cooking. No way that's happening.
Come on, we wouldn't be that crass.
I should mention, my girlfriend is Chloe.
Huh? That Chloe? Karen's high school classmate, Chloe?
That's right.
Oh, okay then. No problem living together then. She's like family. I mean, Chloe is Karen's best friend, right?
Oh, I see Karen hasn't come clean about that either.
What do you mean?
During high school, Karen made Chloe do all her homework and essays. Made it look as though she did it all on her own. Oh yeah, and apparently Karen stole Chloe's ex-boyfriend too.
Stole him away?
Also, they said there was no proof, and it sort of got swept under the rug. But all the exams? She apparently cheated on all of them. The rumor is that she used her body to curry favor with the teacher, thus getting the answers in advance.
Huh? Are you serious? No way Karen would do such a thing.
As I said, it's a rumor. But the fact is, those rumors spread. And whose fault is it? Where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. That's the kind of person she was in high school. You know what? Both Chloe and I are victims. When you told me to leave, it was the perfect time to get out and come clean about all this.
You really can't be serious.
So don't expect me to ever go back home again.
But...
You, Mom, and Karen, you guys just say what you want and never listen to what I have to say. Or believe anything I tell you. All you guys do is pick and choose what's best for you. You didn't even realize the fact that I was depositing money into your account every month.
But that was...
The only person that truly understood me was Dad. And Dad has been gone for 3 years now. So, let's just put an end to all this. To be honest, I want to be free. From both of you.
Come on, David. Don't be like that. At least tell us your address.
I think not.
At least continue to deposit the $800 every month, would you?
I'm paying for my current place. So absolutely not. Besides, you're working, right? What's the problem?
Yeah, about that. I recently quit.
Huh? You quit? Why?
And I'm being sued by my boss's wife for compensation.
Sued for compensation? Are you serious? What'd you do? You didn't have an affair, did you?
Well, it's a long story.
Oh God, please! What the hell is it with the women of this family? Sorry, but I've had it. I never want to see either one of you ever again!
Come on, please, David.
Oh yeah, and about Dad's ashes, I brought them home with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought so. I've been gone for 3 months, and I heard nothing from you. You've been married to him for so long, but you didn't even notice his ashes were gone?
I was going to.
I believe I made the right decision. Never want to see you guys again. Good riddance. After that conversation, Karen also lined me. But she just ranted on about God knows what. I had no idea what she was talking about, so I just brushed off everything she said. I changed my smartphone number and started all over again. So now I'm free from strife. About Chloe and me, you ask? We moved far away from my hometown. I only informed some relatives on my father's side, and of course Chloe's parents, of our address. So there's no worry of those two charging in on us unexpectedly. I heard from a friend that they were forced to sell the house, and apparently they moved into an old beat-up apartment nearby. Evidently, neighbors have seen them walk past the now empty house on occasion.
Hey, sis! Long time no talk! It's me, Helen.
Helen, how did you get my number?
Oh, I have my ways.
What do you want?
Why so cold? I'm your little sister. We haven't talked in 4 years.
I told you I never wanted to talk to you again.
Why not?
You slept with Ken. You stole my boyfriend.
Come on, that was 4 years ago.
Doesn't matter. You got some nerve, you know that? You're dead to me, Helen.
Oh, come on.
Shut up.
Don't be mean.
I gotta go. I'm busy.
Wait, this is important.
What?
I'm pregnant.
Congrats.
Doesn't sound like you mean it.
You're right. I don't care.
Oh, you. Stop being so mean.
I don't care, okay?
Oh, you sure about that? Guess who the father is? It's Bob.
What?
Yup, your boyfriend, Bob.
Congrats.
Huh? Why are you saying that? What's wrong with you?
Wait, what about Ken?
I dumped his ass years ago. He was pretty rich, so I thought he hit the jackpot, but after he split up with you, he quit his job.
Oh, right, I heard about that.
He said he had something to do with his boss or something, but I don't know, whatever.
It was your fault, you know that, right?
Huh? Why?
Ken and I met through work. His company did business with mine. Our bosses introduced us, but then he slept with you and, well, you know the rest. He embarrassed his boss. He got fired, basically.
Oh, I had no idea.
I don't really care anymore, but yeah.
Oh well, too bad. Anyways, I'm pregnant with Bob's child. I know this must be hard for you, but...
You sure it's his?
Of course! Why do you think I texted you?
Huh?
When you broke up with Ken, you left town. I wanted to see you suffer. Why did you run away? I asked my dad for your number 1,000,000 times, but he never told me. It took me a while to track you down, you know?
Helen, I've been meaning to ask.
What?
Back in high school and in college, you started going out with my ex right after I broke up with them, didn't you?
Oh, you knew?
I had a feeling.
You're right. I slept with both of them, but I dumped them right after. I just wanted them to break up with you, so...
Why did you do it?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I want to cut all ties with you. But before I do that, I have to know why you did this.
Okay, I'll tell you. Back in 6th grade, I asked out Sean, but he said no.
What?
He said he liked you. That's why he dumped me.
But I didn't even go out with him.
That's not the point. I'm much prettier than you. So why did he dump me, huh? You might be smart and all, but that's all you got. You don't get to be happy, not on my watch. So I did everything I could to make your life miserable.
Helen.
So yeah, Bob is mine now.
You're gonna marry him then?
Yup, I'm 27 already, so I gotta get married soon. Sucks for you though. You're older than me, and now you're single again, so take that.
Okay.
What's wrong? You mad at me? I bet you are. Sorry, sis, I win. Bob is mine now, but it's not my fault. He chose me.
In case you didn't know, Bob isn't my boyfriend.
Nice try.
I'm serious.
You're pathetic. Give it up. He's mine now. I win. Live with it. Long time no talk. Today is my wedding day. The wedding cost more than 100 grand. We actually got married a year ago, but my stomach was showing, so we decided to have the wedding a year later. Sorry, sis. I win.
Oh, I see. Is mom and dad there?
Nope. I told them they disowned me.
Whatever. Congrats.
You're so pathetic, loser. This is great.
How's the baby?
Good. It's a boy. Bob's parents have their own company, so he's gonna be the CEO someday.
Okay, congrats.
Gotta go. Bye. Ollie! Ollie!
What?
You ruined my wedding! What the hell?
Huh?
What the hell? Why did you play that video?
What video?
Where are you?
What on earth are you talking about?
Stop playing dumb. It was a video message from all my ex-boyfriends. What the hell?
What?
Come here, now! Explain to everyone that this was just a big joke you played on me.
I'm not even in the country. I'm on a business trip.
What? What do you mean? You're abroad?
Yeah, I'm always traveling for work.
Wait, what?
Look, after I broke up with Ken, I moved and got a new job. Most of my clients are abroad, so I'm always traveling. When you texted me about a year ago, I was back in the country. It was actually my wedding day.
What? You're married?
Yes, I've been married for a while now. We just had our wedding that day.
Wait, what? What about Bob then? He's your boyfriend, right?
I told you this already. He's not my boyfriend. He never was.
What? Stop lying!
Who told you he was my boyfriend?
He did!
I see.
What's going on here?
He's a stalker.
What?
It was around the same time as when you were trying to sleep with him. He was stalking me. Actually, his entire family was stalking me.
What? Why?
Not sure why, but they all thought I was his fiance for some reason.
What?
Yeah, they even tried to kidnap me once. His parents were in on it too. Not sure why, but... Anyways, I got scared, so my boyfriend and I decided to get married, to make it official. And it worked. As soon as I got married, Bob and his family lost all interest in me. He was saying something about wanting to marry virgins or something. I'm not sure. Frankly, I don't want to know. Him and his family, they're insane.
What?
He's twisted. He scares the crap out of me.
Stop saying that! You're scaring me! But wait, he thinks I'm a virgin too? This is bad!
Oh, you told him you were a virgin?
No, we never talked about that stuff. And he never asked, so I never said anything. But now he knows! What do I do?
Oh, about the movie. I think it was Ken.
What?
One of his friends texted me a few minutes ago. He was saying that he got you back. He said he got the whole thing on tape.
Wait, what?
Not sure how he snuck in, but I guess he was there.
Do something!
I don't know his number. There's nothing I can do.
No, do something!
I can't believe he did this to you, though. What did you do to him?
How can he do this to me? This is my wedding day!
You did this to yourself.
Help me! He's your ex-boyfriend!
I'm not even in the country.
Help me, please!
No.
Stop kidding around! I'm your little sister!
You're dead to me. Screw you.
No!
The wedding got canceled. Bob thought Helen was a virgin, so when he found out she wasn't, he broke up with her immediately. Bob's family tore her apart. They even took her son away from her. But that wasn't all. Helen tried to move on with her life after that, but Ken kept coming after her. Every time she got a new boyfriend, he exposed her for who she really was. She moved out of town after a while, but he kept stalking her. He was relentless. And since Mom and Dad kicked her out of the house years ago, she had nowhere to go. Sucks to be her. Oh well, not my problem.
Hey, Harold.
Allie?
It's been like 3 years, right? How are you?
What do you want? I thought you blocked me.
What's with the attitude? It's me, Allie.
So? You're my ex.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. We lived together for 2 years. We were meant to be together, Harold.
No.
You're so stubborn. I know everything, you know.
What are you talking about?
You now live in the city, right?
Yeah? So what?
You remembered what we talked about.
Huh?
Stop playing dumb. I know you remember. When I said I wanted to be a housewife, you said you didn't make enough money.
Oh, I guess I remember. But what's that got to do with anything?
Oh, you. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I really don't.
Oh, you're so modest. The past 3 years.
You worked really hard for me, didn't you? I know everything.
What are you saying?
Stop playing dumb. You moved to the city for your new job, right?
Yeah. My last company went out of business. I got a new job, but it was in the city and my house was way too far, so I decided to move.
I see. You must have worked really hard.
What's this got to do with you?
It was all for me, right?
What on earth are you talking about?
You make more money now, right?
Why does that matter?
It matters. Of course it matters.
Why?
'Cause we're gonna get married.
What?
I already started looking for wedding venues. I got some pamphlets too. I'll show them to you later.
Hold on. What's going on here?
What do you mean?
I never asked you to marry me.
So? We don't need that. I know you worked really hard for me. That's more than enough for me. So no worries. Just focus on your work. Leave the wedding preparations to me.
Hold up. I never proposed to you.
No worries. I know you love me.
That's not what I mean. I don't want to marry you.
What? But we never broke up.
What? Yes, we did. You said to me, "You're too poor for me. Goodbye forever." Those were your exact words. You're the one that left me, remember? Then you blocked me.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? But I know you did all this for me. Look, it doesn't matter if we broke up or not. We're together again. That's all that matters.
No. I actually got a fiancé.
What?
I'm getting married.
What? What? What the hell? You're cheating on me?
What?
How could you? We were only separated for 3 years. Why are you messing around with other girls? I thought you were doing all this for me. Oh, you're unbelievable.
We broke up. You dumped me. And what are you talking about? You're not making any sense.
You're a CEO now, right?
CEO? Me?
Yeah. When your last company went out of business, you started your own company, right? And you did it for me. You knew I needed someone with a lot of money, so...
I'm not the CEO.
Stop lying. I know you're lying.
I'm serious. I just started working here like 2 years ago. I made more money now, sure, but it's nothing special.
What? That can't be. My friend told me. You're a CEO. Stop lying to me. Everyone's been talking about you.
Who did you hear this from?
Jay, I think? He applied for your company or something and saw you at the interview. You were sitting in the CEO seat.
Oh, that.
See? I knew it.
I know what's going on here. He got the wrong person.
What?
My cousin. He's the CEO. He's 9 years older than me, but we look alike, so sometimes people get us mixed up. That's probably why he thought I was the CEO. Everyone has name tags, but I guess he was too nervous to notice that.
Wait, what the hell?
But a friend of his told him that it wasn't me. Did you even look at the company website? I think you're the only one that still believes this.
Wait, what?
Look, I'm not the CEO, okay?
But wait, your cousin is the CEO, right? And you must get some kind of special treatment?
Nope. He doesn't do that.
What?
I'm just a normal employee there. You got that? I'm just an ordinary businessman. Too bad.
No, that can't be.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm already in the city.
Huh? Why?
You know why?
No, I don't.
How can you say that to me? I came here for you.
Huh?
I thought you were the CEO now, so I was gonna marry you and everything. How can you do this to me?
Wait, you're moving into the city? Where are you gonna live?
With you?
Oh, wow.
This is marriage fraud.
What?
If I knew it was a lie, none of this would have happened. You tricked me. I'm gonna sue you for damages.
How is this my fault?
You look like the CEO?
I can't help that. He's my cousin. And why didn't you check the facts first? Who does that? Why didn't you just text me and ask me? It makes no sense.
I wanted to surprise you.
What?
I thought you'd be really happy to see me.
Seriously? Yeah, right.
How can you say that to me?
You could have asked me if I was really the CEO or not. Or you could have just asked your friends. Or better yet, Check the company website. You didn't do any of that, and now you're saying I tricked you? Marriage fraud? You're crazy, you know that? This is ridiculous.
Then hook me up with your cousin, the real CEO.
What?
Yeah, that'll work just fine. Just introduce me to him. Just help me out, and this will all go away.
You're insane.
Huh?
I told you he's older than you. Why do you assume that he's still single?
What, is he?
You're crazy. You didn't even ask me if he was married or not. You're so selfish. The world doesn't revolve around you, okay?
What? I just want to get married.
There's just no talking to you. By the way, he's married. He has kids.
What?
Can I go now?
No, I'm not done here.
We're done here. I got things to do, okay? I gotta go.
Wait.
Oh, one last thing. I know you were cheating on me. You married him, right? But you guys got a divorce a few months later. You're up to your neck in debt, right? I know everything.
Wait, how did you...
Bye.
Wait, please! I got nowhere to go! I can't go back to my old place, and can I at least stay with you for a while until I get a job? Please? Hello? Harold? Harold!
I was scared that she might track me down, but she didn't know where I lived, and my house was pretty hard to find, so she gave up after a while and went back to her hometown. Her parents cut all ties with her, though. Not sure what she does for a living now, but a friend told me that she now works as a hooker. Oh well, not my problem. Time to move on with my life.
Hey, Susan. It's been a while. Aaron? How have you been? What do you want? What's with the attitude? Your old high school pal contacts you and I get this? The least you can do is be a little happy to hear from me. I don't really recall us being pals, TBH. Whoa, low blow. If you've really got something to say, please hurry it up. Yeah, okay. Get to the point. Right. I may be getting married soon. Oh, yeah? Congratulations. Good talking to you. Don't you want to know who it is? Not really. Come on, indulge me, LOL. It's someone you know well, Susan. Huh? Someone I know? That's right. Huh? Is that Mike? Bingo. Your one and only boyfriend, Mikey, LOL. Okay, right. Too shocked to react. I see, LOL. And this photo? This was taken about 3 months ago when we went to that resort. That's nice and all, but can I ask you a question? Who told you I was going out with Mike? My friend told me that you were going out with Mike way back. Then, by sheer coincidence, I saw him with you. When was this? Let's see. September of last year? I saw you walking with him and realized that the guy you were with was Mike. Your Mike, LOL. So, I followed you guys and checked out where you lived. After that, well, I used my sex appeal to lure him to me. And after that, next stop, motel time, LOL. Oh, okay, right. Bet you're pretty envious about now, LOL. Huh? Don't blame you. Who wouldn't be envious, LOL? Susan, you're always so gloomy, but then again, you were always good at sucking up to the teacher, and the teacher would always get duped by you. I remember that teacher, Mr. Reynolds. He sort of favored you, too. Really? I didn't realize. See? That's exactly what I mean. Always pretending that you're so innocent, but actually sucking up to him. Really pissed me off. Well, back then, I suppose I just had to get his advice on more than one occasion, but basically, he was our teacher and I was the leader of our art club, which was only 5 of us, so why wouldn't I talk to him often? And it was all about school stuff, nothing else. See? You're doing it again! I hate that! I really don't know what you're in a tizzy about, TBH. Tizzy? My ass! Anyways, all through high school, you just annoyed the heck out of me. So I came across some juicy info, so I figured I would share it with you. That's all, LOL. So your precious little Mikey is now mine. Sorry, LOL. And what's more, he's making a lot of money with his new job, I hear. Wasn't a waste to steal him from you, that's for sure, LOL. Wow, swipe him from right under your nose and then tie the knot with him? What more can you ask for, LOL? This is the best! I'm walking on air. Okay, good for you. Come on, get angry or have a fit, something. You're always like that. Such a smarty pants. That's the reason you really irk me. That infuriating attitude. Well, I can see right through you. I know you're seething inside. Hey, Aaron. What? Hit the spot. Did it? Let's get one thing straight. Mike and I went out, but that was 4 years ago. I split up with him a long time ago. What? Also, I got married about 2 years ago. Not to Mike, BTW. Plus, I've been living overseas since last June. Overseas? My husband got a post overseas, and I'm here with him. I go back home regularly, so I kept the same phone. Everything's global now anyways. Since I split up with him 4 years ago, I haven't seen or heard from him. And then I got this message from you. My mind just sort of went blank. It was a long time ago. Wait, what? Oh, yes, and also, this is probably the most important. I heard that Mike got married 3 years ago and that he has a kid. What? I still have friends that know Mike, so I get that kind of information on occasion. Apparently, his wife looks a bit like me. Maybe she kind of resembled me when you saw them together? What? Are you saying it wasn't you? That I made a mistake? I haven't seen you in years, and you probably don't know what kind of person I am now, so you said you saw me last September? Yeah, so I guess I'm saying that mistaken identity. Sorry. Are you nuts? No way that's right. Do you really think you can just ignore this with a dumb lie like that? Not a lie, I just said I was overseas since last June, and during September, I never left the country. Wait a sec, but I never heard a thing about him being married or having a kid. Yeah, well, he's always been a bit sketchy with women. Huh? What do you mean by that? Well, the reason I broke up with him was that he was two-timing me. Two? I heard that a year after he got married, he did it again, and there was some turmoil early on in their marriage. You're not serious. But although I don't know the details, it seems because of family matters, I hear that there's no talk of them getting divorced. Huh? Seriously? You're not making this up, are you? Why would I make something like that up? No, this is not happening. I'm pregnant with Mike's child. Huh? Seriously? It's too late now. I'm almost due. There's nothing I can do. Wow. What can I say? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna be a single mom. This is not happening. And I was so happy a minute ago. I took your rich, good-looking guy from you. I'm supposed to be the star here. What the hell am I going to do from now on? Well, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. Please, do something, Susan. Sorry to say this, but it's a fact that you planned to steal my boyfriend, although he's not, but your intentions were real. But nothing came of it, so help me out here. Sorry, Aaron. I'd rather not be involved with you any longer. No, please! Help me out! I have no obligation to help you. You're on your own, Aaron. You're such a cold-hearted person. Okay, sorry, but I'm gonna block you from my line. Sorry, and bye. After I returned home on vacation, I heard from a friend that, after his affair, Mike agreed to live with his wife's family instead of getting divorced. As for Erin, she gave birth to Mike's child. Mike acknowledged that the child was his and provided alimony, but I have no idea what Erin was thinking. But she left her child with her parents and tried to live off the alimony for herself. Her folks found out eventually and kicked her out of the house. I heard that Aaron's kid was sent to a relative's home, and the kid is living a happy life, so I hear. And me, I had nothing to do with any of this mess. Aaron just went off on her own and eventually self-destructed. All I have is bad memories. Go figure.
Hey, Phil! What's up, bro? How are you, man? That you, Ian? How'd you get this line? How were you able to contact me? I blocked you and even changed my smartphone. Thought you were gone for good. A buddy of mine gave me your new number. Easy. Can't avoid me, mate. Searched the number and requested to be friends, and voila! Here I am. Guess you set the friend request on automatic. Still got that unconcerned, careless attitude, I see. Thanks for your wonderful advice. I'll immediately turn it off and then block you. See ya. Hey, come on, man! Wait a second. I had a hard time finding you. The least you could do is indulge me. Don't be such a stranger. Let's talk a bit. We're childhood friends after all. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I never thought of you as a buddy. Besides, you really got nerve contacting me after what you did. For your information, I haven't forgotten about that one bit. Huh? Did I do something to get you all riled up? Are you serious? You really got balls, man. You took my girlfriend from me when we were in high school. Don't tell me you forgot all about that tiny incident. Oh, still hot and bothered by that, are you? I thought I explained all that to you back then. The problem was not with me, but with your ex-girlfriend. She was the one that hit on me, not the other way around. I couldn't refuse her. Shut the hell up! The fact still remains that you stole her from me. Come on, man, calm down, would ya? I feel really bad about that, and if it's any consolation, I broke up with her a long time ago. Come on, that's water under the bridge. Not really adult-like to be rehashing the past like that, man. I can't believe you could even say that. Water under the bridge is not something the instigator gets to say. You don't feel guilty at all. Hey, listen, man. I didn't contact you just to dig up old grievances. I contacted you because I want to convey something. Convey? What? If it's some bullshit, I'm going to block you right away. Got that? Alright, man, take it easy. Anyways, just want to tell you that, well, I'm getting married. I mean, I already submitted the documents at City Hall, so officially I'm already a married man. Yippee, okay, see ya. No interest whatsoever. Ready to get blocked? A little more of your time, please. To be honest, I really didn't want to get married, but luck would have it, I got her pregnant. Just once or twice and boom! I'm a father. Go figure. She was like, take responsibility. As if it was just my fault. Takes two to play the game. So, you contact me just to let your frustrations out. Is that it? I have zero interest in your life. So any laying out frustrations, go do it somewhere else, would ya? Unlike you, I got a shitload of things to do. Hey, come on, man, give me a break! My marriage has something to do with you, too. Huh? What's your marriage got anything to do with me? I hope you're not asking me to attend your wedding. If you did, I really have serious doubts about you. No way! Hell, we don't have that kind of money. Can't hold a wedding. Hey, on a different note, you're currently going out with someone, right? Was her name Katie or something? Why the hell do you know her name? Yeah, that's right. What's it to you? She's got nothing to do with all this. Sorry to dash your hopes. She's got plenty to do with it. Okay, don't fall off your chair when you hear this. This girl I'm marrying, get ready for it. It's none other than Katie, your precious girlfriend. What? Sorry, man. I knocked your girlfriend up. Really sorry, man. Have you gone off your rockers? Seriously? Are you really being serious? I know. Hurts, doesn't it? But facts are facts. Sorry. Boy, oh boy. I went and did it again. What a jerk, am I right? About 3 months ago, I heard you got a girlfriend. I figured I should say hello. When I saw Katie's beautiful face, well, I fell in love with her. You know love at first sight stuff. So after that, I zeroed in on her. And this was the result. Are you serious? Katie? Katie had a fling with you? No way. That's not possible. You're lying. Not Katie. Yeah, I know. Don't want to believe it, right? But unfortunately, it's true. I feel so bad about it, man. I gotta say, all your past girlfriends have been such nice babes. Just gets me worked up and want to steal them away from you. Man, you are serious. I can't believe this. Yeah, so sorry, buddy. Just let it go, man. There are other girls. You just didn't have the appeal, that's all. Phil, you're still young and smart. Plenty of seeing the fish, buddy. But I have to say, you're going to have a hard time finding a girl like Katie, that's for sure. Man, unbelievable. You said she was pregnant and you already submitted the documents? Didn't really expect it to be you, Ian. Didn't expect that, huh? Never thought I'd screw you over twice. Yeah, I feel for you, bro. Don't go jumping off any buildings. No. You got it totally backward. I never thought I'd see the day when I would thank you. Ian, my bro. Thanks so much. You're my knight in shining armor. My hero. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Your hero? What the hell does that mean? Oh yeah, Katie. Nice girl and all, but she gets to be a little, actually, very possessive. Huh? She's what some call bipolar Betty, and really moody sometimes. At first she was okay, pretty normal. Then it started right out of the blue. Constant lying messages. You ignore her and she goes ballistic. She called me late at night and would talk non-stop for hours on end. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. If she disliked something I said, she bawled me out relentlessly. If I even talk to another girl, she becomes totally hysterical. There's no way of calming her down after that. She turns into an animal almost, scratching and clawing. She even bit me once. To be honest, I fear for my life. Man, I can't count how many dishes she broke at my place. I have none left. Huh? Are you serious? Come on, man. You're making all that up. I'm serious, man. No joke. Oh, yeah. She's also a compulsive shopper. Expensive stuff, too. She stole my credit card once and took out a loan. Went out and bought a whole new luxury items with it. I think she used like $20,000. I was pissed and tried to get her to reimburse me. Don't want to go through that again. She even brought her mom along and tried moving into my place. Oh, I should warn you, her mom is just like Katie. They're what's called two peas in a pod. The both of them yelled and screamed, and I finally relented and they moved in. Man, that stress really got to me. Even got an ulcer for my troubles. You're lying. Is this some kind of crank? Katie's not like that. She's quiet and the innocent type, not this bipolar Betty crap. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. On the outside, she puts on this innocent guise. None of my friends believe me when I tell them. I couldn't break up with her no matter how hard I tried. I was at my wit's end. I was racking my brains trying to figure out how to get out from under her claws. Huh? Don't give me that BS! To be honest, when you said you took Katie from me, I was like, yes! With my fists clenched. You know, like in that movie Home Alone? Man, oh man, I cannot stress this enough. Thank you! Thanks for rescuing my life from the dreaded bipolar Betty. Holy crap, if what you're saying is true, this is no laughing matter. What the hell am I going to do? She's got my kid? I already submitted the documents to City Hall. It's all official already. What the hell? If she's what you say she is, she's probably got a bunch of other guys, right? Yeah, maybe it's not even my kid? Could be, huh? I wouldn't take her so lightly, my friend. I have first-hand experience. I tried running, but to no avail. She's like a bloodhound. No matter where I ran off, she would find me. I thought I had a tracking device on me, for God's sake. I bet if I ran off and lived deep in the Amazon jungle, she'd still find me. As I said, she's very possessive. I doubt she would have a relationship with multiple guys. You're just messing with my head. What are you going to do about it? This is all your fault. You should have told me that before we got married. I have no obligation to tell you anything. You did this all on your own. I had no hand in it. Come to terms with it and just live a happy married life. I mean, she is pretty and very faithful, I'm sure. Just ignore her bipolar tendencies, the carbon copy of a mother, and her spendthrift ways, and all will be fine. Those are the biggest problems I face, you idiot. Come on, man. Help me out here. Oh, buddy, please. I didn't intend it to be this way. Actually, I think you guys make the ideal couple. With Katie's possessiveness, your womanizing days are over for sure. Bet your parents are pretty happy that you finally settled down. A marriage made in heaven. Everybody wins! I'm truly happy for you, man. Happy? Far from it. What the hell am I going to do? I couldn't care less. Work it out, man. Just be careful where you step. It's a minefield out there. Good luck, Dad. See ya, bro. He contacted me several times after that wanting my help. Then one day, nothing. No more messages. Seems he blocked me online. Maybe he just gave up on me, or maybe Katie is monitoring his communications. According to a friend of mine, Ian apparently wanted a divorce, but with the kid on the way, he had no choice. Like rubbing salt in his wounds, Katie and her mom put on an extravagant wedding ceremony that reportedly cost over $100,000. What's more, he was made to pay upwards of $20,000 for their honeymoon, with her mom in tow. I hear he was deep in debt and their marriage was just starting out. You go out of your way to steal someone's girlfriend, and you reap the consequences.
Hey, Allison! What the hell happened today? You were completely ignoring me at the office. Even when I ask you something work-related, you just sort of brush me off. But on our date a couple of nights ago, everything seemed fine. What's up? Did I do something wrong?
Oh, it's you, Mark. Before you ask if you did something wrong, isn't there something you want to tell me?
Huh?
You'll probably say, you have no such recollection or something, so I'm gonna just ask you straight out. Your family, they aren't really that well off, are they?
My family? Well, they're not super wealthy if that's what you're asking, but they're doing okay.
That's a lie right there.
Huh? Why do you say that?
We've been going out for about 3 months, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You've been to my apartment, but you never invited me to your place. I thought it was kind of strange.
I explained all that to you. I live at home. My siblings and their families live there too. It's not much of an environment for relaxation.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, an old beat-up house like that, with 3 families living there.
Huh? Old beat-up house?
I only saw it from the outside, but figured it had 2 bedrooms at most. I bet you don't even have your own room.
What is this all about?
Well, actually, after a date the other day, I followed you home.
You followed me home?
Then I saw you go into an old beat-up house.
Oh, I see. You saw that house.
Mark, I always saw you as some rich kid with impeccable manners, and you dressed nicely too. So I figured you were from some rich family.
So you're saying that's the reason you started going out with me?
Yeah, I guess that was the main reason. But then everything changed. What is that house? That old beat-up shack?
Well, it is over 60 years old.
Are you serious? And 3 families live there? That's really not normal. It's abnormal. But you know what? I can kinda understand it looking at you.
What part do you kinda understand?
Well, you are kinda tight-fisted with your money.
Do you think so?
Yeah, when we're on dates and special occasions, you'd pay, but other times you insist we go Dutch. And you always bring a sandwich or something from home.
Yeah, I do.
And you don't seem to know much about expensive restaurants.
Well, I'm not really into gourmet food.
See? That's what I mean. Suppose it's how you were brought up. Ever since I started going out with you, I get this strap for cash sort of feel permeating around you. Thought it was suspicious, and I followed you. The best way to really know someone is to see where they live, and that's what I say. And so I took one look at the dilapidated shack and I knew right away. So this seemingly refined, well-heeled guy was just putting on an act. But you showed your true colors. You were just a tacky, unsophisticated penny pincher. Bet if I check further, you'll probably be buried in debt.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we just have completely different values.
Let me ask you one more time. So, Allison, you started going out with me simply because you thought I had money. Is that right?
Yeah, you got that right. I'm really disappointed in myself. How could I have been so utterly duped? So that's the deal. Let's break up.
Okay, I get it. Guess there's no getting around it.
Huh? Giving up so easily? LOL.
I'm gonna be straight with you, Allison. I don't want to go out with a girl who's only after my money.
Oh, really? I can understand that. Living in an old dilapidated shack with your entire family tree, no money to your name, not a lot to write home about, LOL. Well, I'm also to blame. Didn't see through that window dressing. So very sorry, LOL.
I just ask that you maintain a proper business attitude at work. That's all I ask of you.
Yeah, gotcha, LOL. Hey, I just heard. You're going out with Audrey at HR.
What do you want? Thought I told you not to contact me unless it was for work.
Forget that. So, what about it? Is it true?
What's true?
Like I said, are you really going out with Audrey?
Yeah? What's it to you?
Are you serious? Oh my, I better tell Audrey all about you.
What are you talking about?
What do you think? About your house, that old dilapidated wreck, and your down and out penniless family.
That again?
Yeah, that. How can you keep the truth from her? That's a no-no.
I already told Audrey all about myself and my family.
Huh? You're not serious.
I am. And Allison, I was planning on telling you about my family when I had the time, but I found out the kind of person you were and decided not to.
Oh, really?
If that's all, I gotta go. I'm meeting up with Audrey later.
Is that right? It's late in the afternoon already, which means you're going out to dinner, perhaps? Bet you're going to Dutch as usual, huh?
Yeah, of course. Audrey's pretty picky about such things.
For real? Have a girl pay your way on a date? How tacky. Gotta say it again, but I'm so glad I dropped such a penniless cheapskate.
I'm also glad that I dropped a gold digger like yourself.
Huh? Dropped me? Huh? You're pathetic.
Yeah, well, like I said, no more line messages other than work stuff. I really don't want any contact with you on a personal level.
Yeah. Excuse me, LOL. Hey, Mark, what's with that HR announcement today? Come on, pick up.
I thought I said no more line messages if it's not about work.
Answer me.
The announcement is what it is. In 5 years' time, I will take over the company. Until then, we'll be preparing for the transition.
Nobody told me you were the president's son.
Yeah, well, there was really no need to bring it up.
How could you not tell me?
You never thought it strange that I had the same last name as the president?
I did think maybe you were related, but after seeing that beat up wreck, well, it's a pretty common name. Just thought it was a coincidence.
Oh, I get it. You didn't put two and two together because you figured I was a penniless creep.
Besides, is the company going to be okay with you at the helm? And with you and your family living in that horrendous place?
That place is not my home.
Huh?
We're currently living in a house my father built some time back.
What are you talking about? What is that junk house?
That's my great-grandfather's place. He was the first president of the company. Basically, it's my dad's old place. He's got a lot of memories there. Thought it'd be a waste to tear it down. You probably don't know this, but my hobby is making diorama landscapes. So I use the house as a sort of studio.
Huh? Hobby? A studio?
The day you followed me there, I was just working on a large diorama project, so I was staying over at that place every now and then.
This is the first I'm hearing of this. Why didn't you mention this when we were dating, or when we were talking about breaking up? All this time, I had no idea. Had the wrong impression of you.
So you're saying, if I had told you, you would not have broken up with me?
Yeah, of course. That's your problem. As a guy, you should have explained it all to me.
Excuse me.
Oh, well, seems like you feel a bit of remorse. So I'll tell you what. I'll get back together with you.
Huh?
Huh? What kind of reaction is that? So happy, cat got your tongue?
I explained everything to you straight out. I said I was not interested in a girl that was after my money. I don't want to get married to someone with completely different values.
Come on, that was all just talk. A tit-for-tat exchange. You say different values, but that kind of thing goes out the window once you're married. Come on, stop being so stubborn. Let's make up. What do you say? The most important thing is how we feel about each other.
I already have a fiancé.
Huh?
You are aware that I'm going out with Audrey in HR, right?
Huh? You're still going out with her? I warned Audrey about you.
You marry that guy and you'll end up living in a beat-up shack with a penniless creep, LOL. Yeah, I heard. Wasn't that what you said?
Huh? Why?
Heard everything you said about me from Audrey.
Audrey never mentioned that you were the president's son. Didn't you keep it a secret from her too?
Didn't I say I told her everything about myself?
You said your family was not well off.
Why would I lie to someone I'm about to marry? Makes no sense. Audrey is my fiancé, and at the same time, she is a co-worker. So, we plan to make a proper company announcement in time. Until then, I asked everyone involved to keep it confidential.
Huh? So you're saying Audrey knew perfectly well that you were the president's son when I warned her?
Yep, that's right.
How could you? You tell her but keep it a secret from me?
I told her because she could be trusted. That's why.
So, I can't be trusted. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. You went ahead and let your feelings be known before I even got the chance to explain myself.
Huh?
You went out with me for the money, right? You saw me go into that old beat-up house, got into your head that I was a pauper, broke up with me right away. That about right? I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but I don't like women who are after my money.
Well, Audrey may be the same. Ever thought of that? Oh, yeah. Did you know that she bought a new car the other day? Pretty nice timing, huh? Why would she do that unless she knew you'd take care of it? See? Audrey's the same. She's after your money.
She bought that with her own money.
Yeah, well, down the line, you'll end up paying the loan.
She said it'd cost about $15,000. Paid for it in cash, I heard.
Huh?
I offered to help her out, but she said buying something with your own money, money you worked hard for, there's meaning in that.
Huh? Is she nuts? If you're gonna pay for it, accept it. That's what I do.
Yeah, you think? I thought it was admirable. She's even saving up for our wedding.
What? Are you for real? Going Dutch on your wedding and your honeymoon?
Yeah, Audrey's like that.
I can never understand you guys.
Different values, I guess. So, getting back to your earlier point, us getting back together? 100% not gonna happen. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It was included in the HR announcement, but all company-related business from now on will be done through our corporate chat tool. So, I can finally block you.
Hold on a second.
Please refrain from using the chat tool for your own personal matters. I was transferred to a different section in order to prepare for the transition, and I no longer had direct contact with Allison anymore, but She disregarded my warning about using the company chat tool for personal matters right from day one. Messages were all negative comments about me, and she also sent countless barrage of messages to Audrey. But it immediately came to light as I was in close contact with the corporate compliance manager. Because of her repeated disregard for corporate compliance rules, she was eventually let go. I heard she got another job through relatives, but she was accused of stalking the young executive of the company and subsequently fired after 6 months. Her family member ostracized her for bringing shame to the family. After that, she had a hard time landing another job or meeting the man of her dreams. I heard she's currently living alone in a beat-up apartment somewhere.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Ben, I need you to listen to this.
What do you need? Is it really that urgent? I'm on the train right now. Can this wait?
No, Haley was only able to get 70 on her test again.
70? That isn't even that bad of a score at all.
You're going too easy on her. Bella came home with 100 on the exact same test. I can't believe this. How is one so much smarter than the other when they're literally identical twins? It doesn't make any sense. I wish we'd only had Bella instead of twins.
You're always so harsh on Haley. Give her a break. How do you think she feels being compared to her twin like that? I'm sure Haley's trying her best too. That's what matters.
No matter how hard she works, she'll get nowhere. Bella, who doesn't even have to try to be better, obviously deserves to be the favorite child. And I see nothing wrong in that. It's only natural.
Grades are not the only thing that matters in life, and it certainly doesn't measure who's better than the other. Haley's way better at sports, and that's her strong point. Bella's not as good at sports, but she's amazing with tests. Each one of them has their strong points and weak points. And there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, we as parents should find each child's strong points and help them reach the pinnacle of their abilities to do great things.
Are you serious? Being good at sports will not help Bella whatsoever in the future. I don't see her benefiting anyone else either. I truly do not understand how one is so much better than the other, even though they're identical twins.
Do you hear yourself? Even though they're identical twins, they're two different human beings. How could you possibly expect them to be clones or something?
If so, then it's only natural for us parents to put in twice the effort to the better one.
You better shut up before I get angry, Gabriella.
Whatever. I wanted to suggest something regarding Bella. Given how academically talented and gifted she is, I was thinking that maybe we should let her attend a famous private high school over in the city.
You mean the one in New York? It's 3 hours away from here. Even if we were to wake up early every day, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work out for even a month.
Exactly. So I was thinking, maybe I could live alone with Bella over at the apartment in New York City.
What? You gotta be joking. What are you gonna do with your job? I heard people don't get moved around too much in your company.
Yeah, so I've already done what needed to be done. I quit my job this morning, so no need to worry about that.
What did you just say?
I'm already eyeing an apartment in New York too, so we already have a place too.
You're getting way ahead of yourself right now. She still hasn't even gotten to the entrance exam of that place.
With her level of intelligence, I'm pretty sure she'll get in with the score ahead of the rest of the kids by a mile. Oh, and by the way, it's pretty obvious, but I'm gonna need you to pay for her tuition, so please prepare the money for that. My retirement money and savings will all go to our utilities and other fees that we'll be needing when we finish moving over there.
Whoa. How is Bella feeling about this anyway? Have you bothered to ask her? I'll be sure to ask her later on myself too. But are you sure you're not just pushing your feelings against her and pressuring her to say yes to this whole thing?
Of course, I've asked her. And no, I'm not pressuring her. She told me that there's classes that specify in what she wants to do in the future, so she'd love to take the challenge.
Whatever you say. I mean, if Bella feels that way herself, then I guess there's no reason to stop her.
Decision made then. Oh, and also, make sure that Haley ends up going to a public school no matter what she says.
What?
Let's do ABC High School, the one that's close to our house.
It's a dumb public school anyways. I'm sure they'd even accept a dull girl like her.
Are you hearing yourself right now?
What?
Haley told us about how she wants to attend the private school over in the city next door. She already got offered a scholarship as a track player in that high school.
Oh, about that. I'm planning to make her resign from the offer.
Why the hell would you do that? It's a great school and she has a full ride, so it won't cost us any tuition to let her go there.
But we don't want to be spending any extra fees that she needs for traveling all the way over there by train and bus, honey.
It's only like $100 a month. We can afford that.
Even $100 a month is $1,200 in a year. It adds up. We need that money to provide a better learning environment for Bella. We're doing the other one a big favor by letting her even go to a school.
I'm going to let Haley choose her own life. This decision is final.
What? You can't just decide that on your own. She's both our children.
Whether she wants to go to a public school or a private school or a school that costs a lot to get into, she's gonna get to go wherever she wants. We're putting her own feelings first. That's our job as parents.
I can't believe you. Do you not care about Bella?
I care about both Bella and Haley more than anything else in the world. And I have no intention of cherishing or prioritizing any of the two more than the other.
Whatever. I guess you and I have some fundamental differences in our way of thinking. You know what? I want a divorce. Right now.
What the hell?
Of course, I get to keep Bella. I only need the gifted one. No one cares about the mediocre, untalented one. And if you want to act so heroic, and as if you really care about the other one so much, then fine. You keep yours and I keep mine. You can act as if her stupid self is adorable and cute. I don't need any of those unnecessary distractions. You two take good care.
Gabriella, are you serious?
My precious Bella and I will be moving over to New York as soon as she graduates middle school. I need you to sign the divorce letter by then.
There's no going back after we make that decision. Are you sure?
Of course I am.
Can you swear on your life that you've thought about Bella's future and believe that this is really the right choice?
Yes. There's no other choice that's better for her.
Really?
I've made up my mind, period. Oh, and I'll need your help pay for Bella's parenting expenses. Be prepared for that.
We'll talk this through again once I come back from my business trip. Then we'll finalize the decision.
Fine.
Dad?
Oh, hey, Haley. What are you doing up so late? You need to get to bed, honey.
I'm so sorry.
What?
You're getting divorced with Mom because of me, aren't you?
Did you hear that from your mother?
Yes. She said it was all because I wasn't born as smart as Bella. I am so sorry.
Don't apologize, honey. None of that is true. It's true that Bella has better grades than you as of now. But I've always told you, this world isn't all about how smart you are, how good you are at tests.
Yeah, Bella told that to me too, but...
The reason your mother and I are getting divorced is because our values are too different for us to stay together. And that's all there is to it. It's no one's fault, honey. If anyone, we should be apologizing to both you and Bella for bringing into our personal issues like this. Even though you two are acknowledging and respecting each other for each of your talents and who you are, I can't believe we're gonna have to rip you two apart like this. I'm so sorry, honey.
It isn't your fault, Dad. And if anything, I want to thank you. It's true that Bella wants to go to a high school in New York to pursue her dreams. And the only reason I get to go to the school I wanted to go with a scholarship that I earned was because you stopped Mom from forcing me to go to a public school. But if all of that's true, I just can't get over the fact that each of us going to our dream schools to pursue our dreams is one of the reasons why you two had to end up getting a divorce.
Don't think of it that way, honey. I'll continue to provide for both you and your sister, and our connection as father and daughter will always be the same. All I want you two to worry about is what you need to do in order to achieve what you want to achieve. All I need to do is help you as your father. I'll always be the #1 fan for both of you.
That really means a lot, Dad. Thank you.
Hey, long time no see. It's me, Gabriella. I wanted to have a talk with you about our daughter. Do you have a minute?
What do you want?
Thank goodness. I was hoping you hadn't blocked me already.
I couldn't even if I wanted to. Even though we aren't husband and wife, we're still the parents of Bella and Haley. We need a means of contact if there's anything happening to either of them. Now, what do you want?
So, Bella and Haley are both seniors right now, and they're almost graduating high school.
Yeah, what about that?
But the thing is, Bella probably won't be able to graduate this year.
What? Did she flunk?
Yeah, that.
What happened?
She quit going to school at the end of her junior year.
At the end of her junior year? It's already been almost a year since then!
Apparently, she couldn't keep up with her studies, and the pressure just made her collapse. Since she was always so smart, she was shocked at how she'd almost failed a test for her first time in her life. Ever since the next day, she just stopped going to school completely.
Why did you wait to tell me until it was too late?
Because, I don't know, I felt embarrassed, like I'd lost to you.
Embarrassed?
I spent all of this time and effort and made all of these sacrifices for her to end up nowhere. How would I not be embarrassed? But rumor says that Haley isn't doing so well either, is she? Apparently, she too is headed towards a poor life as a loser.
What are you talking about?
I heard she started off with the sports scholarship, but joined the regular students after a while, right? I guess neither of the twins were golden eggs after all, and we're both failures as parents, so, joke's on you!
Haley joined the normal class because she injured her foot during the season.
What?
It happened while she was practicing. And the doctor told us that even if cured completely, it would still be difficult for her to keep running as a player. I thought I had asked your parents to talk to you about this. Did you not get the message?
I'm not in touch with my parents at all, so I never heard of this news. So, that's what happened to that girl. I didn't know that happened to her. Well, now that the only thing she was good at was taken away from her, I guess she's completely useless to this world. Are you proud of yourself for raising a useless failure who can't even do something as simple as running?
What's wrong with you?
I'm guessing she's an outlaw or something now, with nothing better to do with her life. Whatever she is now, I bet it's nothing useful to this world.
Oh, haven't you heard? Haley got into med school.
What? A med school?
Yeah, a med school.
Oh, very funny. There's no way a girl like her could have gotten into med school. She's obviously not smart enough for it.
I'm as surprised as you are, but I think it was her mentality that did the job.
Her mentality?
She was really upset when she first heard that she couldn't run anymore competitively. But the doctor that helped her through her injury had helped her both mentally and physically. Ever since then, she just decided that she wanted to become a doctor and help other people the way the doctor helped her. The way her grades skyrocketed after she joined the regular classes was nothing like I'd ever seen before.
So, you're not joking?
Even if I were lying to you right now, you'd find out anyways.
That's true. Well then, give me Haley.
What the hell? Don't you dare say give you like that. They're human beings.
I don't care. The only children that I'll acknowledge as mine are those that are elite. So, give me Haley. Oh, and I don't need Bella anymore. She's proven to be a false hope for me. She's failed me, so you can have her back.
You little... Have you learned nothing over the past 3 years?
What do you mean?
You treat your own kids, the children who you gave birth to, like your own belongings.
Who are you to say anything about that? I'm the one who gave birth to them, so I get to raise them however I want to raise them.
You're a hopeless cause. I'll be raising Bella, but I'm not letting you take Haley either.
What? That isn't fair. You're being greedy. You've had your turn spending a gracious 3 years with Haley, our family's elite daughter. Now it's my turn. Let's trade them a month later on the day they graduate from high school.
You won't get Haley either way.
Why not?
Her university is in another state. No matter how hard you try, she won't be able to stay with you in your little apartment in New York.
How could she?
That's the end of this conversation. It's useless trying to talk to you. Bye.
I need you to pick up. This is an emergency.
What do you need now?
Bella disappeared. I was gone grocery shopping, and when I came back, she was gone, along with all her other stuff.
I made Haley go pick her sister up.
What?
I heard from Bella that you hadn't been working since you left for New York. You were living off of all the savings you had left, but you still couldn't afford to pay for much longer. So you made Bella work, even though it was forbidden at her school. She was caught right away and got expelled. That's the reason she stopped going to school altogether, isn't it?
I can explain.
Haley felt that it was dangerous to keep Bella near you for any longer, so she told me she wanted to go get her. Apparently, the two are going to work hard together over at Haley's new apartment near her university.
How could you do that?
By the way, I've also been moved to somewhere pretty close to where they're going, so I've already finished moving in.
How could you people leave me like this?
And if it wasn't obvious enough, no. I'm not telling you where neither I nor the two girls are currently living.
What's gonna happen to me then?
You can just work and make a living on your own. It isn't that complicated.
Wait.
All right, see ya!
I said wait!
After that, I heard Gabriella went back to live with her parents. But apparently, she found their house to be sold already, and her parents had already moved into a daycare center nearby. A new family was living at what used to be her house, and she started yelling, "Where are my parents?" Which led her to get the police called on him for her. Since the rumor spread so quickly on the countryside, she soon became unable to live near her old house. So she left for somewhere else, and no one has seen her since. On the other hand, Bella started going to an online high school from home after being saved by her sister Haley. She says she wants to become an engineer when she grows up, so she's planning on studying that field once she graduates from high school. Even though my two precious daughters were mistreated by their selfish mother, I'm glad they're growing to be bold and wise. As a proud father, I'll continue to give them all my love and support.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Kevin, can you come over to the hospital today? It's already been 3 days since the baby was born, you know. Are you busy with work? When will you be able to come see the baby?
Oh, it's you! Hi, Riley. I'm actually leaving for a business trip today. I'm already on an airplane bound for Florida.
What?
Yeah, I'm not coming back for a week, so good luck.
Is this some kind of joke? Didn't we tell your company that my due date was this month? Why would they send you on a business trip at a time like this?
Due date, huh? That's what I have a problem with.
That?
I signed up for a DNA test between that kid and me.
What? A DNA test? Are you saying that you don't believe she's your own daughter?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Why?
You should know damn well why.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never done anything to make you concerned about this.
The way you're starting to get nervous is telling me that I'm right.
Of course I'm nervous. You're accusing me of something that I literally have no idea about. Anyone would be nervous.
Just stop making ridiculous excuses. I'll see you when the DNA results come out. It'll be enough to prove that you're cheating on me. Then I'll sue you and get a divorce.
Hey!
You better be prepared.
None of this makes any sense.
Riley! I cannot believe you! I never liked you in the first place, but I should have listened to my instincts. You'll pay for what you did to my son.
Miss White? Are you doubting my loyalty as well?
Are you trying to tell me that Kevin is the one who's lying?
All I know is that I would never betray him like that. The baby's none other than his own daughter.
We'll see about that. Do you really think you could cheat a DNA test? You'll have no way out once the results arrive.
Why are you guys doing this to me?
quit playing dumb.
I swear on my life that I did not do whatever you think I did.
We'll be sure to sue you, and you will divorce our son.
I don't understand. You people are crazy.
Blame yourself for doing the things you did. You dug your own grave. Whatever, the truth will come out as soon as we get the results of the test. Just be ready for everything that's coming your way.
I didn't do anything. Hey, Kevin?
What? The audacity you have to be texting me right now.
About our baby's name.
Do you mean your baby's name?
We need to turn in a birth certificate. And it has to be turned in 14 days after birth. What do you think about the name Chris? You said you wanted to share initials with her, so I thought it would work.
You must be joking. Why would you name someone else's kid after me? You disgust me.
Please stop. Are you still accusing me of cheating on you?
Obviously.
Why? I need you to explain it with your own words.
You know damn well why. I'm not going to waste my time going over everything.
Can we at least have a proper talk? Are you already back from your business trip? I'll be leaving the hospital tomorrow.
Sorry, I'm staying at my parents' house right now.
What?
Don't act surprised. I don't want to see your face. Nor do I want to see the face of that baby that I'm not even related to. You're really starting to piss me off.
I can't believe you.
By the way, I don't want a cheater entering my house, so I changed the lock.
What?
Go to your parents' house or something. I redirected all of the baby equipment that we bought to that house anyways.
You're going too far.
As I've said before, the next time you'll see me is going to be when we get the results of the DNA test. See ya.
I don't understand why you're doing all of this, even though you don't have a single piece of proof. This child is your baby. I've never slept with anyone else.
Riley? I need to talk to you.
Oh, it's you. Hi, Kevin. Did you see the results of the DNA test? Now you know that you're the dad. Even though you opened the letter while yelling at me about how my sins would finally be exposed, the face you made when you saw the results. I've never seen anyone with such an idiotic, blank look in my life.
Please stop.
No, I deserve to say this. You treated me like an unloyal piece of trash. You refused to treat your own daughter with any love. How are you gonna pay for what you did? What?
I'm so sorry.
Shut up.
I never thought that she would actually be my child. But your attitude today wasn't great either.
What do you mean?
You didn't have to leave the moment you heard the results. Now we know that she's actually my child, so there's no problem anymore.
No problem anymore? Do you really think we could just go back to how things were?
Can't we?
You have to be joking.
Why not?
Why did you doubt me in the first place? Why did you doubt your own child being yours?
About that, I was going to ask you.
What?
The baby was born 3 weeks earlier than the date our doctor gave us.
Yes? So what?
The dates from pregnancy to birth don't add up.
What?
I did the math, and I was out for a business trip on the day you got pregnant. That's why I thought I wasn't the dad.
Are you stupid? The baby was just delivered earlier than expected.
What? Really?
The due date is only an estimate. It changes depending on the mother's health.
I did not know that.
Honestly, all of this, it's all your mom's fault.
What?
That lady, she made me hold heavy things even while I was pregnant. She made me drive for her. She made up excuses to make me climb up and down the stairs. There's a lot more than this. That old hag treated me like a servant, even during the month I was due. Thanks to her, a lot of stress was put onto my body, and I ended up giving birth early.
Is that true?
Quit acting surprised. I consulted you so many times, but you just say your mom would never do such a thing and turn me down every time. This is your fault too. Timmy, you and your mom are just harmful people who just make my life harder. No matter the result, I want a divorce. Actually, I got a divorce.
What? What do you mean?
The divorce paper you threw at me, I signed it and turned it in today.
What? We have a child! You're gonna have to raise her alone!
I know that.
Then...
My company provides well for employees with children. I'll get back to work soon anyways. I'll be fine.
But our daughter won't have a father!
She'll be better off without a father like you.
Come on, please rethink this!
My answer won't change. I was mentally and physically unstable after birth. You were ruthless to me when I needed you the most. No, not only you. Your mom texted me just to say cruel things. Even today, you scoffed and told me that I was done for and threw the divorce paper right at my face. You can't even begin to imagine how worried and hurt and scared you people made me. You'd never understand.
Please, forgive me! Please! Let me see Chris!
Chris? My child's name is Regina.
What?
I named her Regina so we could have matching initials.
I thought you made it so that she and I had matching initials!
You're the one who told me to stop because it disgusted you.
That was before we got the results!
I wouldn't want to name my child after a father who can't even love his own daughter.
That was before the test! I know she's my child now! I'll love her like no one else!
Do you not understand that this isn't the issue here?
What?
Let's just stop. We'll never reach a resolution.
Riley?
Please contact me through the lawyer from now on.
Wait! Riley!
Riley! Hey! Please get back together with Kevin. Please let me hold my granddaughter.
Did you not hear from your son? We've already gotten divorced.
That doesn't change the fact that Chris is my granddaughter.
It's Regina, not Chris.
Whatever, that doesn't matter. Kevin is furious at me, and he won't listen.
What?
He's blaming me for making him doubt you and his daughter, and that you two had to get a divorce because of me.
Is he really saying that?
Oh, please come back here along with my granddaughter. All will be well.
Like mother, like son, huh?
Are you coming back then?
No.
What?
I've already told Kevin that he needs to contact me through a lawyer. Please do the same. I'll be going now.
Wait, Riley!
I guess neither the mom nor the son understands the real problem. We had a few talks through our lawyers after that. But all my ex-husband would say is that we don't need a divorce since he knows Regina is really his child now. On top of that, his mother is telling me that if I come back, they'll act like I've done nothing wrong. After receiving this message, my lawyer was baffled by how incomprehensive these people were. However, my father-in-law, who works overseas, found out about the situation and helped us reach a resolution. Thanks to him, I was able to have compensation and education fees fully paid. On top of that, my ex-husband and mother-in-law continued to spit odd rumors about me after that. So, my father-in-law forced Kevin to pay back all fees and divorce my mother-in-law.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Blair, long time no see. It was nice seeing you at the wedding 6 months ago. How have you been?
Oh, hi, Allie. What do you want?
Oh, I heard you had a baby last month.
Huh?
Congratulations! I'm so happy for you.
Who told you?
What do you mean? Ken told me about it.
What? Ken? I told him to keep his mouth shut. He's such a mom's boy.
Is everything okay?
Look, like I told you at the wedding, I don't want anything to do with you guys. We're not family, okay? I didn't even want to invite you guys to the wedding, but I thought that would be harsh, so... But now that it's over, I want nothing to do with you guys. You'll just harass me like all the other mother-in-laws.
I'd never do that.
Yeah, you would. I can tell from the way you look.
What? My looks? Look, if you want nothing to do with us, fine. I won't force you to do anything. I just wanted to congratulate you on your baby. That's all.
Oh, I get it. You want to see your grandchild. That's it, isn't it?
Huh? Oh, that would be nice, but...
Fine. Pay us $20,000 and I'll let you see him.
20 grand?
It's not that much, right? You're rich.
I can't pay you 20 grand.
Oh, okay. Then you'll never see your grandkids. Too bad.
You know what? Fine.
Huh?
Like I said before, I just wanted to congratulate you, that's all. But now, I'm regretting it. I had no idea you were like this. I shouldn't have messaged you. Bye.
What? You sure? You don't want to see your grandkids? Your other son's wife, Helen, she's having trouble having a baby, right? And we're not planning to have a second child, so... My son is the only grandchild you got. You sure you want to play it like this?
What are you saying? Helen gave birth to twins just 3 months ago. You didn't hear?
What?
She went through fertility treatments for years, and it finally worked.
What? Nobody told me that.
Really? Ken didn't tell you?
Huh? No.
He said he told you, but he said you didn't seem that interested. Maybe you just forgot. He even sent them a gift and everything, but I guess you didn't know that.
What?
You really didn't know about it? You never listen. Can I go now?
Huh?
I just wanted to congratulate you. That's all. I got stuff to do. Gotta go.
What?
Bye now.
Hey, Helen, what's your problem, huh? Using your kids to suck up to your mother-in-law? You got some nerve, you know that. And how dare you give birth before me? My husband is older than your husband. Screw you. Let me guess. You're after their money. That's it, isn't it? And all that fertility treatment must have been expensive. So now you're trying to collect your money back from your mother-in-law. Well, too bad. That's not how things work around here. The oldest son gets everything. It's just how things are. And I'm his wife. That means I'm going to get their money, not you. So you can try to suck up to them all you want, but their money is mine. Your plan isn't going to work. Too bad. Hello, Allie.
Hey, Helen. How are you, dear? It's been 3 months already. Time flies, huh? How is your family? Hope all is well.
Yeah, thanks. We're good. It's good to be back home. We're moving out soon, so we're gonna have to start packing.
Ah, right. Good to hear. So, what's up?
I wanted to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Last night, Blair texted me and...
Blair?
Yeah, I was in the shower at the time, so it took me a while to notice. I didn't respond yet. And, she said all these weird things to me, and I'm just really confused.
Oh, what did she say?
I don't know how to say this, but...
You can tell me, dear. And, she texted me too. We talked about you having your baby, so probably has something to do with that.
Right. That's probably it.
Can you send me a screenshot? I'll read the messages and get back to you.
Okay.
What is she talking about? What money? My late husband was just a normal businessman. I live off of my pension. I work part-time at a grocery store, but it's not much. Why does she think I'm rich?
No idea. Maybe she's got you confused with someone else. Should I talk to her? Maybe I can get to the bottom of this. If there's some kind of misunderstanding, maybe I can fix it.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Just ignore her.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll tell Ken though, just in case. Blair, she doesn't like me very much. Not sure why, but... And you get along with me, so... She probably doesn't like you either.
True.
It's pointless trying to talk to her. It'll just cause more trouble, so... And she said she wanted nothing to do with her relatives, so... Let's just leave her alone. We got enough things to do as is. We don't have time to deal with her nonsense.
All right. If you say so, okay then. Bye. Hey, Allie. You guys moved out? My husband just told me. What the hell? Why didn't you tell me anything?
Hi, Blair. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to know. I told your husband to keep it a secret until we were out of the house.
What? What the hell is going on?
You told us to leave you alone, remember? Why do you care? I saw the messages you sent to Helen. I have no idea what you're talking about, but it was scary. I don't know what you're after, but we didn't want anything to do with you anymore, so we moved out to get away from you.
What? But you'll never see my son! You're okay with that?
Oh, I'll be fine. I'd love to see him, sure, but you said no, so... And now I'm living with my 2 grandkids, so I'll be okay.
Wait, you moved in with them?
Yeah, Rob, Helen, and the twins. We're like one big family now.
Oh no, I feel so bad for Helen. I never want to live with my mother-in-law. Sucks for her. Oh well, that's not my problem.
Why do you assume that I'm going to be mean to her? She's so sweet.
Huh?
She went back to live with her parents for a while when she was having the baby, but until then, we actually lived together, you know.
Huh?
And frankly, she's a much better person than you. Sorry to say this, but... So, yeah, we're on good terms, so you don't have to worry about her either.
You're being brainwashed, you know that.
What?
Listen, Helen, she's not the person you think she is. She's a bad person. How can you not see that? She's just after your money, and she's using her kids to suck up to you. Don't you see that? She went through expensive fertility treatment just for that. She thinks she can get all her money back by sucking up to you. Don't you realize that? All she cares about is money.
What money? I don't have any money, Blair.
What?
I'm not rich. I don't know why you think that.
Oh, stop trying to be modest. I know you're loaded. Whatever, look, if you want to move out, fine, be my guest. I'm actually happy that you guys moved out.
Oh, how so?
None of your business. Bye. Hey, Allie, what the hell? Why are strangers living in your old house?
What? What do you want now?
Your old house! That big house you used to live in! What happened to it? There are strangers living in there now.
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? How do you know all this?
You guys moved out, so my husband and I decided to move into your old place. We moved all your stuff for this. What the hell is going on?
First of all, I don't own that place. It paid rent every month.
Huh?
Helen's grandfather owns that place. I was only living there temporarily. So, yeah, I don't know what else to tell you.
What? I thought your husband left your place.
My husband moved around a lot, so we never bought a house. It wasn't even an option for us. This is my first time owning a house. Oh, and just to be clear, the new house, it's under Rob's name, not Ken's.
What?
I gotta go now. My grandkids are waking up.
Hey, wait!
Excuse me. Blair and her family had nowhere to go now. She went crying back to her parents. She got in a lot of trouble after that. Turns out she didn't even tell her husband about moving out. She moved everything out while he was away on a business trip. Ken finally snapped and decided to divorce her. But she didn't want to be a single mom, so she gave up custody of her son. But that meant she was the only one that had to pay child support. So she got a job at a nearby grocery store. But everyone in town found out about what she did, or what she tried to do at least. Everyone avoided her. She was all alone now. Sucks to be her, but oh well, not my problem.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.